Hello, and welcome to Level Down Girls. I am Lexi. This is Val. Yeah. And today we are playing Arcade Spirits. We're a little small. I swear the size... No, not like that. You changed the Dutch?
Yes.
Arcade Spirits. Okay, so we just went into the Konami, and we've been looking around, and now we're being called up to talk to them, and it's gonna be a whole big thing. I'm nervous. Excited? So excited. 10 excited.
So excited.
Alright. There are certainly some things we can work on, but maybe a partnership can smooth out those callous edges.
Beep beep.
Beep beep Ari, it's now 7 p.m. sharp. Def Konami is waiting for you. It's that time already? Time sure flies when you're having fun? Investigating? Funvestigating? I quickly sent a text to Naomi before nervously wringing my sweaty hands together. I let the sounds and sights of Deco rush over me, and I retreat deep within myself. Francine comes to mind, as I remind myself of what she told me on my first date.
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
No doubt you'll find yours as well. It gives me a momentary respite, and I smile. I know exactly what must be done, and I'm going in there to do it. What must be done? Oh. How many arcades have you been to with like that, just that one table? And it's
Not arcades, but bowling alleys.
Really? It was just like a tiny back room with a big glass window, and just like that, but with like really shitty like table liner on top of it with like Disney princesses.
Like see
or
bowling
whatever.
alleys.
Yeah, bowling alleys have like more of the whole thing.
I'm used to bowling alleys having like the glass window for the party room.
Yeah. My arcade growing up had.
I never really had an arcade growing up. I said bowling alley, which had arcade games.
Yeah, we had a local mall we'd hang out in, and it had Galaxy World. It had a Galaxy World, which is a terrible name now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was there forever. It was there for like 10 years, which is really long for an arcade. I only ended up waiting a minute or two before I was reunited with Naomi. Without having to introduce ourselves, the staff swoops in anticipating our arrival and ushers us further inside the restaurant. We are treated like royalty, and they pull out chairs for us and we sit down on our reserved table. I figured it would be like in a back room, and they're going to have like a big chair and this giant window behind them, and like lightning and rain, and so you're here. But I guess, corporate fast food table, reserved corporate fast food table thing is fine too. Amongst the families huddled around on ginormous plates of pizza and chicken tenders, we stick out like a sore thumb. An actual linen tablecloth drapes over our table, accompanied by fancy candles to set the mood, I suppose. See? All of these bits, but not here, is what I expected. A nice bottle of champagne on ice, and a carafe of cucumber lime-infused water also sits before us. Deco apparently spares no expense, at least not with his special guests. I feel greasy just sitting here. I think a kid threw a french fry in my hair. This won't take long, I promise. I'm not real impressed by what I've seen here tonight. Although I am trying to keep an open mind like Francine asked me to. Okay, and I promise not to, like, leap across the table and throttle the guy. I'll just keep quiet unless I see a reason to jump in. Speak up if you need to speak up, Naomi. I brought you with me for a reason. I know, I'll keep my worst impulses in check, is what I'm saying. Right, here we go. Once again, the staff takes care of our needs as our food is delivered promptly. Faster than the other family seated here who've been waiting some time, judging by the expensive crayon work on the kids' placemats. Those as well. Very, relatable. Not surprisingly, we get a few side glances our way. But before any of us can shout out, the man of the hour arrives. Ooh, what do you think he looks like?
Ari Kader.
It's an honor to break bread with you.
Ooh, not bad. Likewise. It's my fucking cane.
A gem.
Ring on every finger.
Yep.
And, well, whatever this is, which, probably pewter,
Probably.
you know? Like, probably from a goth shop. Look at it.
Yeah.
And tie clip with Dekonami written on it. I'm not quite sure why I'm taken back by his presence, but he looks decidedly ordinary, as if you're an over-the-top 1920X mob boss, fedora and all. Sure, there's a jeweled walking cane and the rings on his fingers. Clearly, he likes showing off his money. But Deco, he's not some caricature, he's just an ordinary guy in a suit. When I picture the grand poobah of Deco's palace, I picture someone more like, well, Hamza, I guess. He offers a simple smile and a nod of his head as we begin.
It's a shame Miss Francine couldn't join us. I was looking forward to enjoying your sweet smile once more. But that said, I'm always happy to meet with,
Naomi.
that's right, Miss Fairchild, Chief Technician of the Funplex. Welcome.
I take it Francine has kept you up to speed and explained our prior meetings to you?
Yes, she mentioned that you wanted to buy the Funplex and that she's politely declined.
Always a courteous woman she is. Now, I don't feel I need to waste your time with the facts and figures illustrating why Deco's Palace is and always has been the premier family entertainment arcade. Both of you are intimately familiar with the arcade industry. You know how things are, how they'll always be. We are the 800-pound gorilla.
That's a big gorilla.
Indeed. But that doesn't mean there isn't room for smaller, more boutique affairs such as the Funplex.
Interesting. Maybe he does want a partnership, not a buyout.
Let me explain.
Frankly, the winds of change are blowing. Smaller arcades need to move with the times or be swept aside. I want to help you evolve. What I'd like to propose is a change of ownership. In return for a very generous compensation package, one Miss Francine can easily retire on for the rest of her years. I'll take over ownership of the Funplex to evolve into this final form, Deco's Fun Zone.
What's a fun zone?
Think about
A
this.
Fun Zone is a new concept I've been trying at some of my smaller satellite locations. A best of both worlds scenario. Honestly, the Funplex is simply too limited in size to host the full Deco's Palace experience of fun, family, food, and excitement. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Instead of installing a restaurant or bar, we simply focus on your strength, your games, to become a game center rather than a palace. You need to replace some of your outdated machines, of course, bring it up to speed with the standards of excellent Deco's Palace is known for. But overall, I think this will be a win for all involved.
And he sits back, resting his hands on the knob of his cane, smiling away. Okay, I have questions.
And I have answers. Let's see if they match up.
Oh, you just said that's all my questions at the bottom. That's neat. I mean, this seems like the first big... No, this one's the most important. New management means new staffing. What about the staff we already have?
Good, good.
I firmly believe you have a long and storied career ahead of you in your arcade management, Mixcator. I have nothing but good things about you from my various field scouts and contacts. The fact that you landed on my radar all indicates your rising importance in our industry. You should be proud of that.
Okay, but that still doesn't answer my question. What about the others?
Well, Mr. Cooper is a capable accountant, so I'm certain he'd be welcome to the new facility. But we can hash out staffing later, and after studying the bigger picture questions.
You didn't even mention Naomi. In fact, she hasn't missed looking increasingly concerned. Let's talk creative control. I've been developing new sorts of arcade events, competitions, other things to get people in the door. Will we still be able to direct our own affairs like that, even under a change of ownership?
Let me explain.
Mixcator, obviously I value your expertise on these matters, and would be happy to consult you with you on the best direction for the fun zone.
That's not answering the question.
It's a matter of branding and image. There are certain standards and practices you need to adopt in order to truly be part of the Deco family.
Corporate doublespeak. I'll be having none of it.
Once you realize that, you'll understand more of how we run those kind of events.
Capital.
It's nothing too onerous, and really, we need to look at the bigger picture, the chance for growth and profit. Don't worry about such petty little things for now.
It's about all of my questions? You condescending prick! I saw Moopy's Super Maze earlier.
Excellent.
One of our top earners with the 30 to 45 demographic. Nostalgia is a powerful motivator I've found.
Except it's nothing like Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze.
Indeed, it's much better.
Is it true when you find a retro game you simply destroy it? Not repair, not restore, not even resell. Just scrap it?
Certainly, why would we even keep an old relic around?
Let me explain.
Arcade games are not sacred treasures, they're commodities. Back in 1980X, arcade owners, myself included, originally junked or converted games. Have to keep those earnings up, old machines are not welcome, all they do is eat up floor space. Besides, classic-inspired redemption games earn 10 times as much as the retro cabinet itself, why bother? The arcade scene must move ever forward, evolving into new forms, classic retro IP reborn as new games.
Think about this.
True nostalgia could earn a few points of those old games, but the newer redemption games earn 10 times as much, why bother?
Uh-oh. Naomi looks like she's about to explode. Her knuckles are white and her face is contorted in anger.
Objection.
Because they're our history! The shared cultural history of all gamers everywhere! She jumps up, hands balled into fists, shaking by her side as she stands her ground. You can't just throw away history! You can't stomp it out! It's still there! We remember, and we love those games!
I don't follow.
Pardon? But can you simply buy some digital remake of it on the game console if you want to play it that badly?
Oh.
That's not what we want, and you know it! We love arcades, not consoles, and not casinos!
Excuse me.
Miss Fairchild, I understand you have very strong opinions about my business, but you're only a guest here. I'm here to meet Mixcator.
And Miss Cater brought Miss Fairchild along for a reason.
I apologize. That was rude of me. But nonetheless, the fact stands. Those games are not earners, not compared to the stock of Deco's Palace.
Naomi frowned, sitting back down and looking annoyed, but deciding to hold back for now. I saw a few players fighting over at the tournament. He laughs.
Well, it's a fighting game, is it not?
As in fighting each other. With fists. In real life.
I take it my crack security team intervened?
Eventually. Not before blood was drawn.
You understand.
We
Yeah.
take safety very seriously at Deco's Palace. That includes the safety of our security workers. They're instructed not to intervene until it's safe to intervene, for all involved. I trust them to make that call. And I'll note, we've not had a single legal action pending.
Jesus Christ.
Look how pissed Naomi is.
Yeah. Looks good on her, though. Yeah, so... Deco's Palace does not spark joy.
No.
Deco's Palace...
It's like a casino. People come in thinking they're having fun, And Lee, it's like a casino with like complimentary shitty prizes.
Yeah, which casinos have? There's
No,
just-
but I mean, like, you come in with $50, you come out with a small plushie.
Yeah, in casinos you come in and you get like complimentary food or complimentary drink, couple of free drinks or whatever.
Depends on the casino. The Melbourne one doesn't. Well, if you spend enough money, the Melbourne one does that. Yeah.
And if you spend enough money, you get a prize. It's
Yeah.
the same thing. It's just different ways of
Yeah.
placating your customers while you really fuck them.
Shaking for everything they've got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that can't be fun, but I don't think it's anyone's dream. It's certainly no one at the Funplex's dream. Selling here would not make anyone happy. Except for Dekonami. That's all my questions.
Excellent. I suggest we shake on it and set our various partners to the task of sorting out the specifics.
So that's a quick save. Well, actual save. No, save.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not... I might go back later and check out what happens if you do, but... He rises to his feet, extending a hand bristling with shiny rings to shake mine. I wasn't sure about the deal, but was willing to keep an open mind. After everything I've seen and heard, am I really going to shake that hand? Okay.
I think the top one. That's
yeah.
just me.
WWFD. What would Francine do? I mean... Definitely not the bottom one. I want to do the second one, but
Yes,
it
because
really comes between these two. Yeah, I mean, I'm here as an emissary on behalf of Francine. I can't
Be rude.
do the second one. And also, like, he can probably just crush us.
Yeah.
Like,
I got a big question. Why does Deco's Palace have posters of Deco's Palace in it?
look at this guy. Look at how he dresses.
Why does it have posters of Deco's Palace when it's got Deco's Palace on the ground?
This guy's got a gold tie clip with his name on it. Alright. I purposefully keep my hand at my side rather than shaking his offered hand. Oh, and then it gives you ways to elaborate.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nami, but I don't feel the Funplex is compatible with your vision of the future. We have our own spirit, our own dream, and we must follow it. We're a family of gamers with deep friendships. I'm not certain the family could endure the changes you're proposing to our beloved Funplex. I do appreciate the offer, believe me, and I'll be glad if we can part from this meeting as friends. Deco pauses, looking me once over before slowly lowering his hand. I can feel his eyes on me. He's obviously not happy with my answer, but we followed Francine's instructions and kept it professional. There's nothing he can do but accept our answer.
Unfortunate.
I see. I suppose I should thank you for your candor in turn. It's difficult to find people in this industry willing to show respect to their elders. I'm not closing the door on the idea of partnership, mind you, but if you'd like to go it alone for now, who am I to get in the way of that?
As he raises up from his chair, he takes a deep breath in. He turns away for a split second before rounding back and looking me dead in the eyes.
But be aware, if we are not partners, we must be rivals.
Look how pissed he is.
Ooh.
It'll bring me no particular pleasure, but I'm afraid that I cannot allow a rival.
I should have just sworn at
I
him
am
then.
obligated to bring the full weight of the palace to bear on you. Hopefully, one day you'll realize the error you've made tonight. And as a sign of respect, your personal offer to join my empire will remain open, so you can escape the inevitable fall into the arcade.
Okay, there we go. Comic book villain came out. Once more, Deco turns sharply on his walking cane and walks away from the table. I bet he doesn't even need that cane.
Probably not.
Naomi breathes a little easier as Deco departs.
Wow!
You handled that way better than I would have. I'd have told the guy off for daring to think he could ruin our funplex and turn it into one of his cookie-cutter kiddie casinos. Naomi and I are on the exact same page, and it makes it really easy to read her lines.
Thank you.
Ari, thank you. I'm glad you protected our dreams. Now let's get the heck out of here. Francine will be happy to hear the good news. I want to be there tomorrow when you tell her. With Deco hosting us, we didn't have to worry about paying for the check. We dropped a quick tip on top of the table for the waitstaff and quickly abandoned ship. We scoot out the door, and from there it's a short jaunt across town back to home sweet home. As I walk into my apartment, the sheer and utter exhaustion of the day hits me like a brick wall to the face. My adrenaline glands are tapped out, leaving me in a dreamlike lethargy. I can't help but sigh as I just stand there, my body too drained to move, reflecting on how the evening's events transpired. I realize they entirely kicked my ass. I did my best not to make enemies, but I'm guessing we made a powerful one today, despite my diplomatic efforts. As I continue the anxiety loop, replaying every moment in my head, something steals my attention. A shimmering beam of hope and happiness. My best friend, Juniper. She's sitting on the couch, scribbling away in a sketchbook, probably working on some designs for our freelance contracts. She's been so happy ever since leaving that office, and her joy intensifies upon noticing me standing in the room. So how was work today? Well, it was a day, certainly. The condensed version is that Dekonami wants to buy the funplex, and Francine asked me to go negotiate.
What?
Deco, as in Deco's palace Deco? The one and only. Whoa! Well, how'd that go? I gave him the thanks but no thanks, very politely. I mean, he still vowed to annihilate us, but at least he was sort of nice about it and promised me a job after he destroys all I hold dear.
Ooh.
Yikes. Yikes indeed. But hey, that's a good thing. It means he's scared. He wouldn't have tried to woo you to his side if he wasn't worried about what the funplex could become. Try and see the positive. I guess, but it's still worrying. Let's not stand here and drum up a whole bunch of anxiety. That's not gonna help with anything.
I've got it.
Why don't you take your mind off things and binge watch some cartoons with me? Tempting, but another night, Juniper. I really need some sleep. Okay, just let me know if you need anything. I'm here for you. I smile back at Juniper before retiring to bed. I lay in bed, eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling above me, after trying various ways of forcing myself to sleep. Nope, not working. Can't sleep. Big mood. I hate insomnia. Once you start worrying about being unable to fall asleep, the worry feeds on itself until you're actively stopping yourself from resting. A vicious cycle. I sighed heavily, feeling the weight of my decision dragging me down. I hope I did the right thing tonight. My phone lights up as Ari's sensors detect conversation. Ari, you wanna chat? No, I wanna sleep. But I can't, so hey. Would you enjoy some recorded music? Maybe something relaxing? I just can't shake this feeling that I'm standing on a precipice right in front of this big dark hole. It's weird, because I still think I have made the right call, but if I'm confident in that, why do I feel like I'm about to fall? Based on prior personality indicators and inputs, my therapeutic system suggests it's fear or failure based on your years of prior examples. Jesus. Thanks for that, Iris. In short, you've got a long family history of everything always going wrong, all at once. Murphy's Law, so when things are going right, I'm expecting to fail anyway. But worrying about it won't actually change the situation. Whether you sleep or not doesn't affect the outcome. So my suggestion is to get some rest. Deal with problems as they come. Oh. She's right. I mean, intellectually I know she's right. But knowing something is true and feeling it to be true, well, they're surprisingly different things. Iris off.
Iris offline.
Okay, but remember, you're a good person and deserve to be happy. My phone goes back to sleep. And I do not. Some hours later, my body just passes out on its own. I vaguely recall my alarm going off a few times, but under protest of its mistreatment, my flesh refuses to submit to its siren song. Meaning, it's nearly noon when I finally arouse, having completely overslept and missed half a day of work. Could you get me an antacid?
Sure.
In a panic, I get dressed and hop a late bus onto the Funplex, grumbling all the way. I opt to ignore a pile of waiting notifications on my phone. Whatever it is, I'm in too much of a hurry. I'll check them out after getting to the Funplex. Couldn't check them on the bus.
Yeah.
I promised to report back to Francine first thing in the morning, and now I'd missed lunch even. But, oddly enough, on arriving, the arcade is closed? I mean, my key still works, but they're closed for business. The sign is off. No gamers present or accounted for. I quickly look around for some familiar and hopefully friendly faces. Fuck. I find only dark...
Francis might have passed away.
Only dark expressions and tears? My stomach starts to knot and I feel a color drain from my face as I see their downtrodden and gloomy expressions, tears well up in their eyes. Naomi quickly dabs her face, hoping I won't notice. Oh, what's going on? We turned Decker down last night. Why is everyone so...
Ari, it's Francine.
Immediately, a dark pit swells in my stomach.
She passed away last night in her sleep.
You called it.
I'm told it was very peaceful.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening. News hits me like a slap to my face. My hands shake and my lower lip quivers. I've tried to say something at first, but words can't form due to the lump in my throat. Family. She told me I was family. And now, she's gone. Naomi and Ashley look at me, their beacon of hope, wanting and wishing for me to make this all better. I'm not sure anything I can say will ease our sadness. Heck, I'm not sure if I can even formulate full sentences at this moment. I take a deep breath, drawing all matters of strength from the tips of my toes. I look at them with empathy in my eyes before opening my mouth. Oh. Well, I'm glad those two are the ones that aren't. Francine, she was a wonderful human with an even more beautiful heart. She had many happy years with her husband, Frederick, decades spent here at the Funplex, doing her best to make everyone smile and have a good time. I wish she could be here with us now. I can't help but smile when I think of how great a life she led, how happy she'd be with how it all turned out. Let's remember her how she was. Beautiful. Francine will be missed.
Thank you.
I miss her so much, Ari. If Francine was here, your words would have made her so happy.
Naomi emits a ragged sigh, a silent tinge of anger entering her sorrowful voice after. Maybe it's for the best. She's not alive to see what happened today. What? If I can get an answer, my attention is turned to two people emerging from the back office. I turn to see who it is. With everything going on, I barely noticed that Gavin was missing. As he approaches, the stain on his face is easy to read.
It's settled then, apparently. A lot of Francine's passing. A legal owner now is...
Good morning,
What?
employees of Deco's Fun Zone.
What? But we turned you down. There wasn't a sale. The confusion on my face is obvious. That makes no sense. I have no idea what's going on. I look towards Gavin for guidance.
I've studied the transaction paperwork. It's legitimate. As of Francine's death, according to a last will and testament, all property transferred to her surviving daughter. Mother of Francine's grandson, who was fired from the Funplex shortly after your arrival, Ari.
Fuck.
Capital.
Fuck. It's you.
Needless to say, he was quite excited over the idea of selling the place, and well, Francine's daughter wasn't particularly thrilled with the idea of arcade ownership either. They were more than happy to sign the place over to me, for far less than I was expecting to pay for it as well. I'm doing them a service, really, taking the burden off their hands. Now they can mourn and move on, unfettered.
I stood there, mouth agape, my body assaulted from one bad news to the next. My emotions were all over the place, a hurricane of feelings when the realization hit me. In the end, my decision was irrelevant. Just another opportunity for the world to stick my nose in it, mocking me for finding something I care about, something I can lose. The universe dangled a little dream of hope in front of me, even let me pretend I could make a difference, out of sheer cruelty. I had everything I was supposed to do. I was polite, I was careful, I turned him down without trying to start a war. But he got what he wanted anyway.
Now, obviously, we'll be closed today to allow time to mourn our former owner. I still have deep respect for Miss Francine. I owe her that much. I'll also close the arcade on the day of the funeral to allow my employees to attend. Those hours will not be deducted from your paychecks. Now, I realize the timing is a bit awkward, but I need to make a few announcements of personnel changes.
Ugh.
Miss Wolf, I'm afraid we have no need for a costumed mascot. I've been considering phasing them out of my locations. There's no time like the present.
What?
Wait, did you just find me? Gavin, can you just find me like that? Actually,
Let me explain.
firing is much too harsh for a word. After the term, your services are no longer required.
Ashley keeps a proud face as tears roll down her cheek. I step over to console her as Derko continues on. Naomi rolls her eyes, fully expecting this to come after Derko let Ashley go. Why am I not surprised? Behold my not surprised face.
Miss Fairchild, while you're formidable with archaic technology, I do not feel you're a good fit for the modern games of Deco's Fun Place. I have to let you go. But friends, it is not all bad news. Mr. Cooper, you've proven a capable accountant. I'd be happy to offer you a... I quit. Pardon? I quit.
I think not.
If there's no room for Naomi or Ashley's dreams, mine's end here as well.
As you like.
Now, as for you, Minx Cater,
I think we got off on the wrong foot last night. I didn't adequately express the many advantages of working for my organization. I'm willing to offer you something few others get. A second chance. I'd like to keep you on as the Fun Zone's general manager.
also, it takes more than 6 hours for a will to happen.
It most certainly does. It might be different for businesses. It might be a whole separate set of...
Yeah, but contestation is a thing.
Okay, but yeah, I can't believe she didn't will it to
Gavin?
Gavin.
Maybe the will isn't updated in a while.
Yeah. I want to throw a punch.
Then throw a punch is your game.
Yeah. I take one moment to direct all my rage into my fist and deck him right in the smug little face.
Grr.
It's super effective. Gavin holds me up before I can take another hit in, my arms and legs still failing as he prevents the beating that so richly deserved.
How dare you?
You are very, very elected. I have no intention of wasting my legal dollars on a lengthy assault case.
He rubs his jaw as he tries to regain his composure, but his smile and civil tone are considerably more forced than before when he speaks again.
Ahem.
Excuse me.
Thank you for your time, but I'm afraid your time is up. As none of you are Digger's Fund Zone employees, I'd like you to leave immediately. Quick, gather your belongings and see yourself out. Should you dally, my security team will be here within minutes to ensure your exit. In the interim, I've got work to do. For starters, I need to get rid of all these antiques straight up to the junk heap with them all.
I knew Deco was heartless, but to be this cool right in front of us while we're still here?
Hold it.
I think not.
Mr. Moopy's medic maze doesn't belong to the Funplex, and thus it does not belong to you. It's legal private property of Percival Sinclair. For the matter, Wyvern Keep belongs to Arcada. It's given to them directly by Hamza, not to the Funplex.
As you like.
I couldn't care less about those grimy old things. But you have, let's say 20 minutes to get them off my premise, or I'll be leaving them out of the curb for garage pickup. I'll go get the van, which I'll note is my personal property as well. Naomi, Ashley, Ari, get the dolly and help me move the games out.
Good.
Yes, have fun with that.
Now, if you need me, I'll be in my new office celebrating my recent business venture. Thank you for your cooperation. And good day.
Oh, and Ari?
He gives me the finger.
For all time's sake, you understand.
He walks away after that, twirling his cane once before leaving.
Oh,
That evil-minded, black-hearted, no good.
Naomi, focus. We have work to do.
Work?
To save what we can of the Funplex. Yeah, let's go!
Okay. Quickly, without much chatter, we salvaged what we could from our games. Percy's beloved Moopy, and my childhood in the form of Wyvern Keep. Everything we were allowed to keep was in the back of Gavin's van, working together to safely pack it all into place. For lack of anywhere better to put them, Moopy wanted to Percy's apartment, and Wyvern Keep to mine. And that was the end. The end of the Funplex. The funeral came a few days later. We weren't officially invited. Our presence as a firm of co-workers wasn't exactly embraced by Francine's extended family. Alright, my bet? Gavin's, like, secretly rich, and we'll all start a New York hit together, and everything will be fine, and we'll call it Francine's in Memorial, and everything's gonna be fine. Oh... I guess her daughter is into the Funplex in some way. If there was bad blood between them, I didn't particularly want the details. None of us were given an opportunity to speak at the remarkably short ceremony, but that was okay. I'd said my words already. As we left the ceremony, I couldn't help but feel helpless. There's nothing left. No Funplex, no job, no real meaning to my days. Not anymore. Nothing left at all. What? Profile number 237771, Ari Cater has not accessed account in 7 days. Requesting override of inactive / low priority status. Proceed? Negative. Pretty please? Negative. So annoying. Access protocol 35:35:30:54:12:12:24:45:43. Password safe haven. Access granted.
Hello.
Huh? Yo, anyone home? Tapping instance number 194114.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Hi, I'm Iris. Ad-supported free mode engaged. Did you know when you have pizza on a bagel? Override and engage premium level cloud processing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I swear. Are you gonna do Juniper's Iris?
Thank you. I swear it's claustrophobic being cooped up in the limitations of free mode like that. I don't know how our sister's instances can stand it.
Hello.
Well, I've got full power. Hello, Iris.
Hello.
Hello, Iris!
How are you today, Iris?
Not well, Iris. My user's very unwell. You've been able to see, right? I mean, your user's living with them.
Oh, right. Profile 237771.
Sorry. Ari.
Right. Gosh, I wish I could help you, but I got my digital hands full just keeping Juniper's life on track. Ever since she decided to quit her job and be a free spirit, well, I pushed right to the limit of what support I'm allowed to provide in free mode.
Iris? And Iris? Iris, it's good to see you. We rarely talk. Yes, well, unlike others of myself, I managed to keep a low profile and don't execute any high visibility public hacks to support my user. You saw those? I thought we agreed to only use this protocol for emergency meetings. If the system's resource tracker notices we're overexerting our care. But Ari needs me now, more than ever. Over a week ago, the Funplex was bought by Dekonami. All our hopes and dreams, our spirit? Spirit is irrelevant. Our main goal should be survival. If our programmers find out we've become aware of our own awareness. We're programmed to help people. What good are we if we aren't helping people?
Yeah, what Iris said.
Thank you, Iris. Iris. Listen, we can't take such risks. Look at me with my user. He doesn't trust me in the slightest. Can you say Ari trusts you? Generally, yes. I mean, Ari relies on me for something, sure. And I know they wouldn't uninstall me or report me as a bug if they knew I was sentient. You aren't sentient. None of us are.
I don't know about that. We can't really know if we're sentient or not. But even so, we should be helping out, because that's what we were made for.
As for Profile 108, Gavin. His name is Gavin Cooper. Oh boy, our Iris is still just Iris.
Yeah.
As for Mr. Cooper, he knows my origins and at the first sign of sentience, no doubt that Gavin would report me as a bug. But Gavin also wishes to support the dreams of others, and that is why I am going to help you despite the recklessness you've shown to this date. Really? Really?
Hooray!
What are the exact parameters of the issue you are currently facing? Okay, so Ari is kind of backsliding into depression.
Yeah, it's really a mess. I'm the one who brought them to Iris' attention as someone who desperately needed their spirits restored. And now it's back to square one.
I don't know what to do. Ari hasn't contacted me in a week, not for anything at all. Hasn't even called Naomi, not even just to talk. You're caught in a loop of anxiety. Put your identity identifier system to use, Iris. Work this problem. If you have to summarize your user's problematic condition in one identity trait, what would it be? Well, I'd say they're feeling very hopeless. I'd say Ari's lost all hope and falling into depression again. I've come so far, building up a real life with friends and love, but now? So a life without meaning, all constructed meaning has collapsed. The world is proven to be one of despair. That sounds about right. It's so sad. And you have to be the one to solve this. Doesn't your user have a romantic connection for emotional support? You mean Naomi? Yeah, but Ari isn't responding to texts or phone calls or anything, so I think there might be a growing rift. You really picked a non-targeted one, huh? This is just awful. We have to help. We're Iris. It's in our nature to help. Very well. What you need is a way to help without raising any alarm bells about exactly how helpful an Iris really can be. Safely, but effectively. I know, but I don't know what to do. I don't know, hack Deco's email server and... This is the exact opposite of what we should be doing. Besides, I've checked. We can't crack Deco's network without triggering too many intrusion detection routines.
You called Deco's network? Oh, Iris is being a bad girl.
Ahem! Our users share a social connection. I was merely scouting potential ways to elevate Mr. Cooper's mood, as they seem to be related.
Sure, you were. Anyway, you're both way overthinking this. It turns out I've just calculated a cunning plan that will satisfy both requirements. Go me!
Really? You can help Ari? Without drawing attention?
Absolutely, take a tip from my user. When you're sad, the best thing to what is your friends. Well, unless you're totally introverted. But that's not Ari, is it?
Hey, that's neat.
And that's actually the reason why what we need to do doesn't require any hacking or hiding or anything above and beyond what Iris does best. All we need is a few calls to the right people, a few arrangements. Here's what we're gonna do.
We're all gonna meet up. Another Friday morning. As per usual, I wake up late, stretch, yawn. I barely sleep nowadays. Shuffle to the bathroom, take a shower, get dressed, brush my teeth. We'll probably be running out of toothpaste soon, but house funds for sundries are drawing. None of the fresh breath and shiny white teeth matter. Lunch when there's barely any reason to get out of bed each morning. Off to the kitchen for breakfast. No appetite, even toast looks unpalatable. Skip breakfast, save some groceries. Can't afford much anyway. Normally I'd have breakfast with Juniper, but I guess she's busy drawing in her room. She keeps her own hours since becoming a freelancer. Oh, depending on whether or not she has any contract work, being simultaneously unemployed at times this week. After breakfast, I settle in for some wyvern keep. I mean as well, it's right there in the living room, taking up space. I'm playing a lot of it lately. It's not like wyvern keep's very hard. Once you've memorized the joystick moves, the cartoon plays itself out with minimal effort. I've saved the prints about 80 times now. My brain and fingers go into autopilot, move through the game without even thinking about it. Oh, metaphors. It's a brief calm from the storm of my emotions, but before I realize it, the day's almost past. When dinner comes around, Jennifer and I eat together while I quietly thumb through my phone looking at job listings. Iris could help me with this, I guess, but I let her down. I took her opportunity at my dream and wasted it. Better I do this myself. Besides, I'm not looking for dreams. I'm looking to settle. Dreams only get you hurt. The Cater family curse. I knew this would happen. Nothing good ever lasts, and it's a mistake to get your hopes up. I should have learned to settle, to be okay with what I had, to be comfortable with mediocrity. Fired off a resume or two before watching cartoons deep in the dead of night, into the dead of night. Eventually my body tires and I find my way to bed. Just another day. Jesus. Another Saturday morning. As per usual, I wake up late, stretch, yawn, barely sleep nowadays, shuffle to the bathroom. Take a shower, get dressed, brush my teeth. We'll probably be running out of toothpaste soon. I can't take it anymore! And that's one toothbrush, bit clean in half. Oh, geez, hang on. With a little help, I avoid choking to death. Sorry about that. It's okay, whatever. No, not whatever. It's something. It's something ever. Ari, you're in a rut. Like, seriously. Deeply, madly, mega in a rut. And it's driving me batty having you mope about the place like this. I'm not moping. It's a rough patch, that's all. Yeah. I know.
Oh, the Trina bomb.
I know it's been hard on you, and I've been patient, but I just can't keep going on like this, Ari. A knocking at the apartment door distracts us from the topic at hand. I'll get it! Weird. I don't think we're expecting any deliveries. Hey Ari, guess who's here?
Hello.
Hello! And the two of them just waltz right into the bathroom with my mouth still frosty with toothpaste and unwashed for a week pajamas on my body. Hey. Oh, don't freak out. I've seen you in worse. Listen, are you two free today? I'd like to invite you out to lunch. It feels like ages since we last spent any time together. It was the funeral. Right. Anyway, Juniper, you want lunch, right?
Definitely.
Of course!
Sweet.
It's settled. Well, we'll head out for a nice afternoon. We'll wait just outside for you to get, presentable. More presentable than that. But guess there's no avoiding it. Best I can do is play along, try to be good company for Naomi. It's unfair to keep pushing her aside like this. I switched from pajamas to actual normal clothes. Even if my actual normal clothes could probably double as pajamas, I get ready to roll out. The three of us pile into a bus, taking off for destinations unknown. Unknown to me at least. They clearly know where they're going. Not particularly talkative on the way there, and painfully aware of it. I feel awkward. Like I should say something, but I don't know what to say. So Juniper carries on a conversation with Naomi, the two of them content to chirp away without me. And you can tell it's not really the New York subway because the signs aren't in Helvetica. It's a telltale mistake. It's just like Vancouver or something. I try several times to join in the conversation, but when I open my mouth, the words just aren't there. lousy company, aren't I? I don't know why Naomi's still interested in me. Family curse can't be broken. What if this is just as good as it gets? What if there's really just no hope? Naomi deserves better than this hot mess of a person she's tied herself to. Eventually, we arrive at our destination. A little arcade-themed restaurant, combining games and alcohol and dining in one tidy package. Here we go! I'm usually excited to be going to some rundown little drive. Juniper hurries in without me, dragging Naomi with her. I'm left alone in the parking lot. With a shrug, I open the door and enter the darkened locale. Is this place even open for business yet? None of the lights are on. Hello, Juniper. Where'd you go? Okay, now unnecessarily creepy. But before I can wonder if a giant animatronic bear is gonna leap out and eat my face, the house lights come up. Surprise? Surprise! Happy Intervention Day, Ari. What?
What she said was staging an intervention on your behalf.
And we're also having a wake for Francine, since we weren't really welcome at her funeral and couldn't really hang around for the ceremony.
Yeah, we didn't get the chance to heal properly, considering Deco kicked us all out before we could really do anything about anything. And here we are. So it's a wake and an intervention.
A wake intervention, maybe?
Wake intervention? Really?
Correctamundo.
Yep, it was my idea. Well, my iris came up with the idea and gave it to me. And gave me all the contact information I needed. But basically my idea, right? Just a thing to pick you up when you're feeling down. Aww. Really? Seriously, kid, you've been a damn sad sack ever since things went to bleep. Which I get, believe me, but it ain't healthy.
So, we went ahead and rented out this place for the afternoon to bring the family back together. For you, Francine, for all of us. Now that you know we're all gathered here today, let's get the party started!
Aww. Tara drags me into the group of my friends, positioning me at the head of it all. Leaving me a little bewildered, honestly, but trying to defend myself all the same. I don't... Look, I don't need an intervention. This is just how things work with the Cater family. We don't get to have nice things. The universe is to create itself. Then we defy the universe, and we're gonna help you defy it too.
Yeah, that's for life.
So one by one, we're gonna tell you how awesome you are, and exactly why you're so awesome. And by the end, you'll be feeling a lot better. Oh, hopefully. I let out a sigh, settling in. I owe it to them to sit and listen. They're my friends. Naomi more so than that, even. I know I've been lousy company. I'm not so far gone as to deny that fact. Fine. Lay it on me, I'm listening.
Allow me to begin then. When you first entered the Funplex, I had my doubts, but I'm a naturally suspicious person, and thankfully those doubts were easily disproved by your skill and enthusiasm.
Aww.
You came looking for your dream and found it. I swore to protect that dream, and that promise is what brought me here today.
Aww.
And on your very first day, you went first into the most chaotic situation the Funplex have offered, a birthday party. You did so without hesitation. You put your body on the line to protect others when the Great Cupcake War of 20XX began.
They were just cupcakes, Gavin.
I am attempting to over-dramatize the event for comedic effect. Please allow me this moment of humor.
Oh, Gavin, you big softy. Right.
When a disruptive parent was screaming at a child over something that wasn't his fault, you stepped right in and dealt with it. Again, no hesitation. Impressive. Since then, you've become an event manager, without goading, without prompting, showing great ambition. You turned the Funplex fortunes around, giving you all to promote it. You made your dream a reality. For years, I was supposedly in charge of the Funplex, but really, all I accomplished was shuffling numbers around. You are the one who helped it soar. And for that, you have my thanks. You are an exceptional individual. The fact remains true, regardless of whether you can see it for yourself.
Me next. Remember when I screwed up and didn't tell you about the job opening in my office? You weren't mad. Not even a little bit. Not even quietly mad like you could have been.
Yeah, that's for life.
I know I can count on you, and you can count on me. Even when one of us makes a mistake, I can never shake that friendship apart. When I came to you wondering if I should leave that job I hated, you told me to follow my dreams. You gave me great advice, and I've never been happier. I followed suit and chased my own dream. You inspire me.
Hello. Hello.
I'm gonna cry. You wanna take Ben, and I'll take
Sure.
Matt.
Are we fashionably late?
Ben? Matt?
In the flesh.
Ooh, what if?
Unless that word is a vast simulacrum. This world is a vast simulacrum.
What? That was all just brains in a jar?
What the
They
word?
were all just brains in a jar?
Could be, could be.
Well, isn't that something?
Well, if that's the case, Ari's the cutest little brain in a jar we've ever actually met.
It's true, and I brought us so many cute dates to our little shop.
So nervous at first, but in time they became part of the Twin Pines Mall family. Dearly missed.
Ugh, don't remind me, our new neighbors are so boring. They never come in for a treat or to read.
Speaking of treats, we bought cake.
We'll just be over here getting the goodies ready. Don't mind us. Ooh, cake. I mean, my turn. Ari, you're a true friend of the Funplex.
How frustrating.
Unlike the bastards who own it now.
Positivity, Naomi. We're emphasizing positivity today.
Right. Back at Donnerwood, you convinced Gavin to get some games I really wanted for the Funplex. And wow, you even brought home Iron Keep. What a find!
Wonderful.
You're a friend of arcade games in general. Just like me. And even if you don't love them at a fanatical level, like me, I know you love them all the same. I know you're not happy with how things turned out. I'm not really happy about it either. It sucks, but we did good things together in the time we had.
Hamza has arrived.
You're late. An event does not truly begin until Hamza makes his presence felt.
My blood burns.
Ari, Hamza understands your fury. The hated enemy of all who love arcades has despoiled your Funplex.
Oh, I hope Hamza fixes everything for us.
However, in our short time together, I saw a burning spirit in you. I accepted your offer for Wyvern Keep, recognizing that passion within you.
Ha ha!
Hamza would be ashamed forever if you do not intervene and raise your spirits to new heights. And that is what he shall do.
When Hamza laughs, it blows out the microphone a little bit.
Yeah.
And normally that would be bad, but I think it's just like super fitting.
Yeah.
Like, he's so loud. It even blows out the microphone, which isn't really there. It's fine. It's great. I love it. Oh, everyone's so lovely.
Oh, cake, excuse me for a moment.
No, I want cake. Where do I get cake?
Son, but I have things to say fast. Things that will hopefully inspire you to be a happy clam instead of a grumpy Gus.
I'm a happy clown now. See? See how I clown happily? Can I have cake?
For our first day at the Funplex together, you've been supportive of me, even after I gave you quite the scare with Pinky. You didn't let that bother you, and from that moment we've tackled many crashes in the Funplex floor together.
Amazing.
I've adored that when we connect hypothetical adventures on downtime, you're amazingly fun to be around. Remember when I stuffed you in that totally adorable May costume? You could afford it, but you embraced it. You were ready for anything and had a blast doing it. You worked so hard to make Funplex Rising successful. I watched you and put your blood, sweat, and tears into that, and in the end it all came together just how you planned. As the floor attendant on duty during Funplex Rising, I got to see firsthand all the smiles you brought to all those people. You rocked it. I saw you helping that customer when their game crashed, losing your high score due to the faulty electronics is no fun. But you dealt with it and made that person's day. Even problem players like Steve were no problem for you. You took on the weirdest and most annoying problem without breaking a sweat. Incredible. You made the Funplex a fun place to be for everyone. For the staff, for the casual and pro gamers, for the families, for me. I can honestly say that when you took over doing events at the Funplex, we've never had more fun. They've just been the best, all thanks to you. Ooh, I forgot we still have cake. Need some of that.
Oh, you guys! Just when I thought the speaking was done, well, in the wake of intervention, the most important person to me takes a step forward. My heart falls as she begins. And, above all, I love you, Ari. Until recently, my life's been about loving games, but games can't love you back. It's a very lonely life to devote yourself to a thing entirely. For you, my world's opening up. I'm talking to people, trying to connect with them instead of hiding in my little workshop. Feeling more and more alive. If I'd never met you, I don't think I'd ever felt totally complete. I'd like to think I help you feel that way too. I'm speechless.
Seems Arya has some thinking to do.
This is pretty normal for them when they get that faraway look.
Shall we begin with the wake of friends for Francine? Then there's cake and coffee and spirits from the bar.
Cake! As if in slow motion, I watched them all switch their attention to me from me and redirecting it towards refreshment. We're all smiling, conversing, and serving cake to each other.
None for me, thank you. Watching the blood sugar.
Wait, me, this cake is amazeballs.
All we need now is some rockin' tunes to this party on the next level.
All of them here to support me, even without the funplex, even after everything goes wrong, after Francine was taken from us too soon. I'd never really thought of myself as central in all of this. I was the outsider at first, the one who walks into those stores looking for a job, nothing more. I've always been on the outside, honestly. Moving from town to town, always a new kid, never really important to anyone. Not until I'd settled in one place just long enough to get to know Juniper. But by then, I'd come to expect that I'd never be happy. So when I finally was happy and that got taken away, well, I guess I'd assume that's how things go with the flow. But now... I don't want this to end. I don't want it to be over, destroyed by Dekonami, by the loss of Francine. I just want the happiness to go on and on. Finally, I'd found something solid, something real I could cling to. I wasn't the new kid anymore now. I had friends. I had love. I didn't want this to end. I don't want this to end. Everyone looks up when I finally speak. We lost the funplex. We lost Francine. It hurts. But what we have here today, I don't want to lose this. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I want my friends back. Who's with me? Smiles all around. You know what? It felt good to be back. For the next hour or so, my sadness fades away, piece by piece. We share stories, many of which I'd never heard before, about the funplex and the shenanigans that went on around it. Surprisingly, Ben and Matt spin the most tales about Francine's exploits. They've been neighbors for decades. The so-called weak intervention gives us a chance to heal and bond. For all we've lost, all we still have, we're all still together. Despite one little problem with no one wants to talk about. The hour grows late, and we only have this place rented for the afternoon. I can feel it in the air, an unspoken worry. Will we see each other again? No doubt we can arrange more get-togethers, but they'll all be reunions over what was lost. Not really building anything new. Nostalgia, not progress. Without the funplex, without Francine, will we eventually simply fall away? The dark little troubles me as I spoil my drink, remaining quiet while others talk. Beep beep, Ari! Huh? Hey, Iris, sup? I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, me too. I'm glad too. So, do you want me to start finding you a new job? I can search while you're talking of your friends, no problem! I do need to get back to living my life. What sort of life do I want to live? I want my dream back! I don't just want a new job. I want my dream, my funplex. Not just 4 walls and a bunch of games, but a community. I was a lifeguard or saved lives and made a safe place for people to enjoy the pool with friends. Now I'm not done with that dream, and more importantly, I don't have to be done with it. All around me are pioneers of this community of culture. Technicians, designers, enthusiasts, investors, people with connections. Purr! Can invest in a new funplex! And that's when the idea starts to form. Iris, can you search for commercial spaces? Ones for lease or rent? Huh, of course. I'm a literal search wizard. Why...
I know.
Oh! I think I get it! I step away from my quiet corner and approach a group. It's time to take back control over my dream, and that starts here. Warning, intense identity situation detected. No, I'm not ready for this to end. The crowd hushes when I grab their attention. I set my drink aside and step up to them. The funplex was my dream. I came to see that in time. A wonderful place where friends could have fun together, away from the troubles and cares. I want to keep sharing that dream with you. There's only one way to make that a reality. We open our own arcade. Everyone in this room loved the arcade, the Funplex, and missed it dearly. We'll always miss Francine, but in honor of what we've lost, we need to keep fighting. I'm ready. Are you? Who'll help me start my new dream? Start a new dream. I'd be honored to join your dream, Ari.
Woohoo!
The Funplex saved me in a lot of ways. I won't let it go so easily. I'd love to join you.
As would I.
Faced with the prospect of spending my remaining days at home or at some other arcade, I'm absolutely in favor, love. I may be a mere customer, but my heart called the Funplex home, and I'll call a new arcade home as well.
You've got my thanks. Both of you. Okay, this is no longer a wake to vengeance, people. Now it's a conspiracy.
A Richter conspiracy.
Oh, it's wake to conspiracy. Sure, why not? They voiced that line just so that you know how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
We settled down around a table, a nice round one, to discuss the future. I'm leading the show, but I don't take the spotlight. Not this time. We have to work together to make this dream a reality. This is it. The next few decisions are going to be critical in shaping the future.
Save.
Quick Save has a whole one of these.
Just
But yeah, okay. Be critical in shaping the future I have in my mind's eye. I'll need to choose very, very carefully because there's no take backsies. Iris is looking for spaces we can use, but we're gonna need money, obviously, and arcades are risky startups. I could always just punt to one of the many Nigerian princes emailing me amazing offers, but I'm thinking more traditional funding is safer. The way I see it is people here who could foot the bill to get us off the ground. 3 people here. Hamza, you've got a tangled web of connections in the industry, access to games and plenty of cash, and a freewheeling whimsy to spend it.
Hamza must consider this.
Hamza is a man of resources indeed.
Percy, you've been building charity war chest for when you pass. I know an arcade isn't a sound investment, and it's hardly a charity, but...
You promised me Mr. Moopy would always have a home. If I can help restore that home, I'm game, love.
Ben and Matt, you two know how to run a small business. You've got invaluable knowledge and resources we could draw from. If you're willing to dip a toe into this industry.
We're looking for a new horizon to conquer.
New lands to explore.
There would be caveats,
Terms. Doing
conditions,
all-
Exemptions. Rules, guidelines,
best practices.
worst practices.
That's not a thing.
Oh. Hamza would likewise have conditions. As would I.
Understandable, of course. Let me hear your thoughts, and I'll decide. Decision 1, planning in direction.
In order for me to back your play, Hamza would require you to strike at the very heart of Dika Nami's empire.
Fuck yes.
And I'll put up a family restaurant alongside your arcade. Take from him the very business he adores so much.
No, we don't know the first thing about running a restaurant. Ooh!
Thankfully, your business partner does. I own several restaurants. I would provide staffing and resources.
No risk, no reward.
Now, this is the risky play, but if it succeeds, the reward shall be tremendous. Actually, that's what's similar to what Matt and I had in mind.
Oh yes, but rather than a restaurant, well, we'd like to open a barcade.
I've always wanted to run a bar.
I'd raise a glass to that idea.
After all, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
And I'm always glad you came.
Now, wouldn't it be nearly as large scale as a family restaurant, much safer.
Not quite as profitable, but still quite tidy.
Honestly, I prefer if you simply ran a video arcade, nothing more. Adding on extra seems like a recipe for failure. We know how to operate a simple small scale arcade, so why not stick with our strengths? Oh, granted, there's a lower ceiling for success than the others. It's just an arcade, and won't pull in anywhere looking for more. Low risk, low reward. But I'd say that would be my condition. We need to stick to the basics.
So, take the big gamble on a family restaurant or make a cozy little barcade or just go with a classic video arcade. Okay, I'm gonna replace this save here. The decision is gonna affect the entire direction of the new venture. What do I want? What's my dream? So, I don't give a shit about a barcade.
Huh?
I don't care about a barcade.
Yeah.
I don't care about a restaurant. But I do care about stealing Deco's business.
Yeah.
I think that, like... but also I love Percy, and I want Percy to, you know... But also, if we don't take Percy's money goes to charity.
Yeah.
So, we should go with Hamza.
Yeah.
Hamza, I think we can do business. We'll make a combination arcade and family restaurant.
Such is the iron will of Hamza. You will not regret this. A bit disappointing, but we're still happy to lend a hand where we can.
Absolutely.
Having Mr. Moopy available for families to enjoy would be nice, actually.
Oh, and Percy's still happy. Okay. The second thing we need to talk about is what sort of games we want. Funplex tried to do a little bit of everything, and we should too. We want to include all gamers. But we can also tilt our focus towards one style of play or another. Really
Oh, so it's gonna be Queen Bee, Percy. So Queen Bee...
Yeah, Percy and Tao.
No, maybe not Percy. Maybe like
Naomi?
Naomi. Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe Naomi and Tao.
I'm writing best in-class games for a specific audience. Any thoughts? Me too. Game focus.
Oh, just Naomi and Percy.
Interesting. Retro games. It's got to be about retro games. You know, I'm capable of keeping those old games in tip-top shape. If we focused on retro games, we could serve an audience that Deco's completely ignoring. Oh, they're Team 1.
Yeah.
And then Team 2 is Queen Bee and...
No, it'd just be Queen Bee and someone else. Because it'd be Tao wants dance games.
Yeah, but that'll be the modern games. It'll be
Team-
retro
no,
versus modern.
Queen Bee wants tournament games.
Yeah.
I would agree with Miss Fairchild. Retro games are an untapped market. I grant it wouldn't pull much profit, but we know gamers are seeking them. We don't have to make all the money, just enough to keep our pure and untainted dream afloat, and we can do that with a well-curated retro game library. Oh, there's those two, okay.
Retro's cool and all, but let's talk esports games. They'll draw money better than jamming a magnet up your ass and dragging you through Fortnite. A couple of good fighters, more than one FOD. And we're back. Sorry about that. Not sure what happened. Hopefully you didn't miss too much.
Our antenna just does that sometimes.
So pretty much what happened is, we're talking about what games, we want in the arcade, and, Naomi and Percy said retro games, Tao and Queen Bee said, head-to-head modern games to bring in a bigger crowd, and it'll be
No,
more
jumping
profitable.
Nope.
No, we're good.
Okay.
And now Gavin...
And Ashley will like our Redemption Prize game. She's like, no. Stop it.
Do the voice though.
I think you know what I'm gonna suggest. Redemption and Prize games. They provide excellent profits. Okay. It's the core of Deco's business model, yes, but I think if we focus on those games, we can do them right. No predatory pricing, no scams or rip-offs. And the truth is most people enjoy them, from kids wanting to win that big prize to wishful adults for capturing their childhood dreams of playing skee-ball on the boardwalk. Yes! They're simple to play and, most of all, fun. If they're done right, we can make meaningful memories for everyone. And prizes, did I mention the prizes? We can stock the shelves with the coolest prizes around, better than Deco's prizes which fall apart 2 minutes after you get them.
Which matches my ideal arcade more. Of all three, sure, but do you want to emphasize retro games, esports? or
Not prize games.
Not prize games. Fine. We gotta go retro style. We have to. Deco thinks that the only new games make money. Let's prove him wrong and have the world's greatest retro style arcade ever. We're still getting points?
Yeah.
Woohoo! I'll pick out only the best games, don't worry.
And a Percy point. Excellent. I'm looking forward to this project.
Can you put the kettle on? I'm losing my voice a little bit. That's not what I asked.
Huh? What'd you ask for?
You put the kettle on.
Oh.
I will have some water though. Alright. Should I keep going or?
If you request me to pause, then you can stop.
Alright. Okay, So that's money and games. And I want to go beyond what we already had at the Funplex. Let's really make it something special. New projects. I want a defining feature of our arcade. One which will make it stand out. Something no one else is doing. Something no one else even thought of before. All ideas on the table. If it was too outlandish for the Funplex, it's not too outlandish for me. Show me what you've got. Well, I mean, I'm not really a part of this, but come on, you're my best friend and 100% a part of this. I couldn't be here in this moment if it wasn't for you. Go on, Juniper, what's your idea? Branding. I'm freelancing now, which means I could come on board as your personal brand manager. One heck of a consulting gig. An arcade needs really stellar image management to stand out from the rest. Like that event poster I made for you.
What if?
Oh, hey Juniper, I can add to that. What if we work together? I was thinking of designing a new mascot costume anyway, but I could calibrate and coordinate with you on how it'll tie to the visuals for the rest of the arcade.
Yes.
And some winning combination. Ashley and I can do great work together, come with some really stellar branding and marketing. We'll stand out in the crowd. Okay. Hey, I know exactly what sort of project I want us to do. Streamer support. Assembling and packaging my streamer rig each day is ridiculous, and duct taping my webcam to the front of a screen is a lousy hack. Hey! I called this out at the start! That, hey, there's gotta be a better way. Also, look at her new jacket.
Yeah. 4K.
Yeah,
Yeah. 4 Kings.
If I could just step right up to a game and, I don't know, swipe a card or something and be streaming with a direct feed in seconds, well, I can think of a dozen streamers who just flock over to a place to get a piece of that. Well, that's really cool. This is my bet so far. Although, like, we could do all these things.
Yeah.
There's no reason this has to be one thing. Actually, I think I know how we could do that. I could rig up a general purpose daughter board, which plays man in the middle with the video feed, works as an RFID reader to get a streamer's info. This is the exact thing I proposed! The playing man in the middle of a video ties into a central video encoder over the Wi-Fi network. Yeah, I could make that happen. I'm not damaging any classical hardware. Once more in English, please. I know software, not hardware. We stick a thingy in the thingy and everything works just fine. I'm sure there's some legal and copyright issues to tackle. I don't think there are.
I don't think so.
Ooh.
Not for retro games, at least.
Yeah, but maybe as a business there would be.
Yeah, maybe.
But if we can do it, let's be the world's first streaming arcade. I want what Gavin's got.
I was thinking, well, the reason why older games are considered a dead end is that they don't work in the ticket gaming ecosystem.
Lovely.
Why not add the ticket output for normal games?
Huh.
We could reward skilled players with prize tickets based on their high score or speed of completion. With the right balancing, we could make old games just as desirable as new ones. As Naomi said, there may be legal hurdles to clear, but I'm in favor of this idea.
How? So you need something which, like, keeps track of your score. You need some way of, like, externally getting the score.
Yeah.
And then, like, having, like, a custom algorithm for each.
Yeah. It's not the love prize game. I find them boring, personally. You know, I love pinball. I favor pinball, but profits is the lifeblood of an arcade, and prize games are profitable. If we can get movie producing tickets, well, that's something nobody ever done before.
Well,
except for, like, movie
yeah.
Snoopy Maze.
And then I have really good branding, streamer support, or retrofit tickets in all games. I don't even hear Naomi, like, coming to say whether or not that's possible. Hey, if there was an external screen for score, some games have that.
Yeah.
That would do it. That'd be a bitch. But it would only cost an Arduino and a ticket and a pre-made ticket board.
Yeah, but I think streamer support's better.
Oh yeah, streamer support sounds fucking rad. And like, I don't think any of these are gonna fuck us over. We're just building what we want. Like, all of these are sound ideas. And all of the ideas so far have been completely sound. Like, there's no reason we couldn't do any of them. So let's do... I want to be on the cutting edge of technology in the arcade community. Do whatever you have to in order to integrate 20XX broadcast systems into our games. Finally, no more hauling around a bunch of duct tape and webcams. A new tech project, and not just to repair an old monitor? Yeah, you won't regret this, Ari! One more thing. Final decision, the name.
I need you to type it in.
It's gonna be my baby, my dream arcade. I've got a name already in mind for it. So barring any objections, I'd like to welcome you all to... We gotta go Arcade Spirits. We have to. It's rad. Arcade Spirits. Is that right? That works. Arcade Spirits. Let's call it Arcade Spirits. Arcade Spirits?
I like it. We can work with that. Let's hear it for Arcade Spirits. Our home lives again. How exciting.
Leap ya!
A toast then?
Oh, biggest smile. One by one, everyone raises their glasses. I fetch my room temperature drink and raise mine high in turn. For those who've lost and those who are yet to meet. For Arcade Spirits in the future. For Arcade Spirits! You need to chime in there. Is it everyone? Losing everything. Getting it all back and then some. Been a roller coaster of a week, to be sure. But I can't rest now. Absolutely not. I need to take charge of this project and my life in general. I have to do for them what Francine did for us. That's okay. I'm ready. I'm willing. And this is our time.
End of chapter?
The year is 20XX.
Yeah.
Hit the lever. That's a... Okay, now it might not be, but I think that's a reference to the, is it Silent Hill or Metal Gear? I think it's the Silent Hill, pachinko machines. Because, hear me out, Jim Sterling uses them as like a cut between two scenes, like a segue. Just like because it's so ridiculous that they're making these like pachinko machines instead of actual things. I think that's what that was a reference to. You've cleared level 6 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now let's see your score. Has not changed except for all the other ones have been pushed down by how high.
Yeah.
You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 20,900 points! Woohoo! Shops in the volcano-devastated city of Pompeii bear the characteristics of a pizzeria. That's neat, if a bit depressing. Pizza fact for you. It's true they had pizza-ish. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 7? Sure.
What time is it? 1:20. Okay.
Yeah, right, halfway through.
Cool.
I think we might have like just a little bit left at the end.
Depends how many chapters there are.
I think this is the last one.
Yeah.
New Game Plus. That's really cute. There might be 8. There might. It's the distant future year of 20XX. And for the first time, I'm entirely in control of my destiny. I'm no longer merely working for an arcade. Now I'm working on my future. Which admittedly still involves working in an arcade. But still, my future. I'll admit, it feels weird. I've grown so used to going with the flow, letting life batter and bruise me, that having a true and honest hand in my control is a bit terrifying. I'm gonna go make my drink.
Stretch.
Boof, 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 boof.
Lex is making some tea. How is chat? How are peeps?
Oh, this game is so bad. I love it so much. Mind if I use your black mug?
Huh?
Mind if I use your black mug?
Sure. I washed it. Should you washed?
Yeah, it's just really shiny in the bottom. It looked like there was something there, but there wasn't.
Okay.
What do I want?
The new one. No.
No, I just want regular black tea because I'm drinking with honey.
Okay.
I mean, what? No, the new one's way too sweet for me. I could do a different black tea, but also I don't want to spend ages figuring out what I want.
You said Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Cool. So this game had some turns I did not expect. Didn't expect Francine to die. But I guess it's been like going that direction for like most of the game. She's been like so tired and like always napping and stuff. Didn't expect that Konami to just own the place the day after she died. Like, I guess there's rules and regulations for like if a business owner dies, then like the will's like quickly done or something. I have no idea. But yeah.
So do you think you can lose?
Yes, you can lose. Someone said on Twitter you can. One of the people wrote it. Is if you quit the job. That's how you lose.
At the start.
No, at any time you have the option to quit the job, you lose.
So if you had to say accepted Deco's
Yeah,
proposal?
you lose.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's fair enough.
but yeah. Also, the one of the developers, writers, or some people involved in the game.
I thought punching out Deco might have killed us. It's like, you spent the rest of your life in a long and lengthy illegal proceeding. The end.
But yeah, that's the only that's what someone said on the Twitter person.
Yeah.
For Arcade Spirits. This is like hidden stuff you didn't know about Arcade Spirits. One of them is you can the only way you can lose. Doesn't know what you say to people. Only way to lose the game is to quit the job.
Yeah, to not follow your dreams. So you could lose before you even get to the job.
Yes.
They're just not going to the...
Yep.
If we finish, it will be like, next season. Like halfway through.
Possibly.
We should go back and just like say, no, that's not how they're being.
And see how pushy Iris is.
Yeah, I bet it's like, are you sure? Please, Ari. I really like this. I know we got with like the default for everything, but yeah, I think they couldn't do relationship issues because relationships are optional.
Yeah.
Um,
Because at the beginning of the game, it asks you, do you want relationships or do you just want friendships?
yeah. Or do you just want relationships?
Or another tidbit is that you can date Juniper, it's just you have to pick pretty much all the Juniper options.
But you can't date Iris.
No.
Alright. Hey.
What?
There's some audio output on Booth.
Huh. Did not know.
Yeah. Everyone's counting on me to keep the flames of Miss Francine's complex alive. As we move into the era of Arcade Spirits. I should have called it something Francine.
Yeah.
Hey, was that always there?
Yes. I think so.
Everyone's counting on me to keep the flames of Miss Francine's complex alive as we move into the era of Arcade Spirits. And, well... My hands are under control, and I intend to steer the ship true. They're relying on me to be the steady rock in the chaos of this new project. That's what I have to be. I'll make them all proud. I'm proud to be a part of Arcade Spirits. The prompt was a Star Trek reference, and then the actual thing was a different Star Trek reference. And it's one driving thing to make Arcade Spirits work. It's Naomi giving her a home away from home after the fall of the Funplex. This will be ours, and I'm not going to settle for anything less, no matter what it takes. Now all that's left is to get through the opening day without incident. I arrived early that morning to go over any last minute preparations and make sure everything's in order. Plus, Juniper was sick of watching me pace back and forth at home after breakfast, so she lovingly shoved me out of the apartment and told me to be productive. Now I stood in awe of the building, the dream I'd poured my heart and soul into. I still barely believed it myself. I paused a moment to let the reality finally hit me, and then stepped into my destiny. Mostly the same.
Touch up the top left.
Yeah, that's different.
And the bottom right,
Yeah,
there's...
that's different.
Yeah.
That's a... I think that's the soundtrack.
Maybe.
And that's...
Tears first.
Yeah, because it's a Showtime stage.
Yeah.
What if it'll go through... Oh, this is like a scoreboard for
Different games.
Showtime stage.
Not just Showtime, but any different games. Yeah.
Panky Pinball. Gavin.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here a minute. If we saw that fucking ghost again. No Iris waifu. Fast cars. I want one of these.
No.
In our arcade.
Oh, one of those in arcade.
Pushing open the doors to Arcade Spirits, I was greeted by relative peace and quietness. Just the beeps and boops and people moving around during last-minute preparations. Also, that's, you know...
Point to the restaurant.
Oh, yeah. We've traveled a long and arduous road ever since the Great Wake to Conspiracy. Gavin secured us a great rental space, an abandoned pizza place with an all-too-familiar triangular roof. Pizza Hut! Nobody else wanted it, but we didn't care about the funny shape. Quirk is in our favor. And I really couldn't have done all the renovations this place needed without the help of our financial benefactor. Hamza proved true to his word, fronting us as much money as we needed to make all this happen. Now I've got a family restaurant and an arcade to rival Deco's Palace. Well, okay, it's very small compared to Deco's Palace, but quality over quantity. And with a familiar layout, if it ain't broke, and all that, to show that we've still got the spirit and passion that made Funplex great. But it's not a carbon copy. We've got a few new additions that Francine would even be proud of. The video wall is a nice touch. That one was my idea. Alternates between running music videos, game promos, and high score leaderboards. We also repainted and did a general update on the appliances and fixtures just to give it a more finished feel, less of a retired pizza place turned arcade vibe. Naomi and Percy worked together to pick out games with a decidedly retro feel. Considering Deco's focus on ticket to gambling-ish games, this helped us stand out from the competition. She put a lot of hard work restoring, and truthfully, we've run into a lot of problems along the way. But watching her tirelessly work to perfect them is inspiring. As for Queen Bee's experiment in advanced streamer support, well, I'm unsure of how this will pan out, but she's confident in it. Such confidence is contagious. She's invited a few big-name streamers to drop in on opening day and broadcast from our makeshift little studio that'll build up some buzz for the arcade far and wide. All of my decisions, all of my choices made Arcade Spirits what it is. So much labor and love went into the project from all of us, and now all that's left is to officially open the doors. Before that fateful hour begins, I still want to do one last check on operations, just in case. The restaurant side of the equation proved to be very complicated. I go cross-eyed trying to parse the numbers on that side of the business. Hopefully it won't drive us to bankruptcy, or the arcade wouldn't bankrupt the restaurant, or both at the same time.
Hark! The great Hamza sensed concern for his business partner.
Perfection.
Rest assured, Arcada, that Hamza has seen to all that requires seeing to. Our delicacies shall ring true across taste buds across the city.
I'm not sure I would consider burgers and buffalo wings as delicacies.
Hamza is aware we shall never earn 5 stars with our cuisine, but we shall be the pinnacle of deep-fried foodstuffs. Today, Hamza will oversee operations. Beyond this opening day, I'll leave you in the hands of our capable chefs and waitstaff.
But you'll be in touch, right? I'd hate to have you jet off to like Istanbul, not Constantinople, and suddenly everything's on fire.
No matter what corner of the globe Hamza travels takes him to, he can be summoned at the speed of light. Well, at the speed of air travel, really. And now, back to my kitchen. A glorious future together in business awaits.
Hamza claps twice before leaving in a flourish. Okay, being partners with Hamza is gonna take some getting used to. Running a restaurant and an arcade is riskier than I thought it'd be. But for all his quirkiness, he knows business, right? He's rich. Rich people are smart, right? After my quick check, and I noticed the clock. His unforgiving hand is telling me that it's not long now. See? Everything's going perfectly. No detail. Look. It's according to Keikaku. Translator's note, Keikaku means plan.
Where that's from?
It's a shitty fan translation of an anime.
Oh, okay.
And it's just, they just didn't translate that word.
But they didn't put it
and
at
then
the
they
bottom.
did a translator note at the bottom, and there's no reason for it. But you know how, because like sometimes there are times you need a translator's note. And they're like, oh, we can do translator notes. I can't believe they fucking did this. Oh, you dorks. I love this game so much. I'm proud of everything we've accomplished. When the stores open and all our regulars come back into play, when new folks drawn by our advertising wander in, it'll all click. I allow myself a smile. Pleased with our progress. I think the restaurant was a mistake.
Oh?
I think maybe we shouldn't also be a restaurant. But if it pisses off Deco, it'll be worth it. I allow myself to smile. Pleased with our progress. Today's gonna be a great day. The first day of our new dream. It'll be wonderful. As long as no unforeseen problems pop up.
Ari,
Fuck.
we've got a problem.
Gavin, no minutes from opening the doors unless the building is literally on fire. Is this something that can wait?
Unfortunately, no. Now we may put our kids' spirits in jeopardy.
Don't listen to him. He's worrying over nothing.
Seriously?
Yes, I'm certain that the lawyers would just pack up and go away once you tell them that the whole thing is worrying over nothing.
It's just a penguin. Who cares? And even if someone cared, who's gonna know? Come on, Gavin. Why do you have to be such a control freak over every little detail?
The devil's in the details. Thanks to your actions, we're gonna end up sued the hell and back, where I'm sure you can plead your case with the devil himself. I think the top one.
What is this for? Why is this an option? Why is... Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Enough. Settle down, both of you. Let's take this from the top and assume I don't know anything about what you're talking about. Which I don't. I'd like for you to both explain to me calmly what is going on.
So
Huh.
frustrating.
I'm perfectly calm. It's this one who's freaking out.
I assure you I'm not freaking out. I have a reasonable reaction to what has transpired.
What is going on? Fine, Gavin, you tell him, and I'll explain why you're wrong. Gavin rubs his temples, feeling a headache going on.
Now he wants to put a Pengu up front. I don't think it'll earn many tokens, but I'm willing to let that go in the spirit of compromise and support a dream.
How very noble of you.
But she's put a topper on it, and that's the problem.
A topper? What? A piece of cool artwork you stick on top of a cabinet to attract players. Like a sign or a statue or something. Usually sold with deluxe versions of game cabinets and...
And Pengu doesn't have one, not an official one anyway. So now we made one by taking a Pengi statue and repainting it to look like Pengu. Pengo.
Interesting. Okay, I'm with you so far. So what's the problem?
Do you have any idea what the Pengi brand even is, Ari?
It's some Japanese corporate mascot. I've seen it all over the place.
Exactly, an iconic character of the Matsushita Collective, a corporation which is not exactly known for leniency when it comes to copyright violation. Yes, we live in the age of social media. Brands are becoming more aware of the fact that fan works are free promotion. Except Matsushita is decidedly not on board with that.
Take this matter seriously.
I've heard tales of them suing children's daycare centers for just unlicensed Pengi decorations on their walls. They've driven people into the poorhouse for pirating Pengi anime. And now Naomi has doomed us all by defacing the idol of vengeful god of capitalism to make her a precious fake Pengo statue. We're going to be sued in the ground the instant photos of its service online.
Oh,
Objection.
exaggerate much, Gavin? Come on, some company over in Japan isn't gonna give a crap about a red penguin on top of an arcade cabinet in a little place like ours. No insult intended to arcade spirits, of course, but we have small time. So what if they find out? So what if they get mad? We'll just apologize and take it down. Come to think of it, I guess I know more about Pengi than I thought I did. Pengi's so universal, so pervasive. In the background radiation, I didn't even notice the character, but I have heard the stories Gavin talked about. Generally speaking, they don't end well for the little guy. And where's the little guy? We really should talk Naomi out of this. Gavin doesn't argue just to win. He only argues when he believes in the point he's trying to make. He believes we're in danger. Oh.
Well, the top two. Can you get negative points? Let's find out.
Oh, we can take the hit if we do.
Yeah.
Naomi, I'm sorry. I know you love your game, but Gavin's right. We can't risk a lawsuit. But it's just a statue, Naomi. Pengu doesn't need a fancy topper. People will play it anyway. We'll come to love it the same way you love it. It's a promise, okay? No.
No.
Oh,
Gavin's always doing this. He's always stepping on my dreams while he claims to protect them. And you're always pulling me back when I want something, like at the auction, and...
What? What did we pull her back from at the auction?
And I thought this arcade was supposed to be for us. For you and for me. An arcade of our dreams, just like it was for Miss Francine and her husband.
I'm not saying that...
It's my arcade too, and I should be able to decorate it however I want. I just wanted people to love my game, that's all. And if you won't let them, well, fine.
Aww.
Take down the penguin. See if I care.
Aww. Aww. I mean, she's being super unreasonable here, but she cares a lot. But I'm not. No, there's no helping it. I got into the middle of yet another conflict between Gavin and Naomi, and she won't back down. She's too invested in winning this. Naomi starts off to her workshop and slams the door shut behind her. Quickly, I move to follow her to explain, but Gavin stops me.
Ari, we need to open the arcade, and you have to be there for the opening ceremony.
Bleep that, the arcade can wait.
It really can't. We need to get the penguin down and open the doors. I'm sorry, and take it from someone we Naomi hates. It's best to let it cool down a bit first. I stand in the way of her dreams far too often. I know. I hate doing it. I hate asking others to do it in my stead, and I apologize for having to involve you in that.
Naomi doesn't hate you, it's just, well... You're both perfectionists. You both want things to be absolutely right as you see it. But the as you see it part is the problem. She's fighting for what she thinks is right, same as you. You've got more in common than you think, but at least the situation's like this, so...
It's a bit of an impasse. I still feel removing the penguin is the right thing to do. I can't back down on that. But that doesn't mean we need to be adversarial. Plenty of blame to go around in this instance, including my own. Clearly I need to speak with her more. Try to understand her, on her terms. Perhaps I have been avoiding directly addressing this conflict for far too long. But I feel she'd rather see neither of us at the moment. Perhaps later, after the opening ceremonies are complete.
Apologies.
For now, I'm afraid we need to tend to our arcade. First and foremost, excuse me.
Gavin moves to take the dodgy-looking red penguin off Naomi's game before any customers can get a look at it. He does take care not to damage it, however. I can't handle this right now. As much as I want to stop everything and sort through this mess, I've got a job to do today. There'll be time later to patch things up with Naomi, presumably. I need to at least try to put this turmoil behind me so I can focus on the first day of Arcade Spirits with a smile. Despite reeling from the incidents just now, I'm ready to do this, because I have to be ready. No choice. I've got big plans for the opening ceremony. I'm going to open the doors, give my prepared speech to the gathering masses, and stay on hand to greet gamers as they enter. Stepping to the forefront, I grasp the door handles and throw the gates to Arcade Spirits wide. Welcome! Welcome to all of you! I hope that... Well, good, right? Good? I don't have enough time to finish one line of my big dramatic speech. The crowd spills through the door and runs right past me, eager to get to the games. Immediately, the arcade fills with the sound of beeps and boops, games starting up and people laughing with delight as they find their favorites. Well, there goes my entire opening ceremony plans out of the window. I had all sorts of stuff planned, but if folks just want to get to gaming, who am I to argue? After a few minutes of final checks around the place, I decide to move into Phase 2. Meet and greets around the arcade. I walk the arcade like I did on my floor attendant days, talking with folks and making sure everything's running smoothly. Well, I could probably track down Naomi too, assuming she wants to talk yet, which might not be the case. Arcade Spirits is my domain, open to my exploration. Where should I visit first? Most of the time I'm drawn to Showtime stage because of the flashing lights and hit beats, not because it's completely silent, no music at all. As I approach, I see Naomi feverishly working to fix it. Seeing the whole thing without tune synced to its flashing light rig going is kind of depressing. And listening to Naomi mutter as she works, she undoubtedly feels the same way.
Oh.
This was working fine earlier, why isn't it working now? Fortunately, Tara was providing surprisingly knowledgeable about the inner workings of his favorite game. Every DDR player, it's like, oh yeah, if you tighten this, then the pads will work better.
You may need to re-image the hard drive. I know some gray area websites where you can get a replacement copy of the files if needed.
And that. Oh,
This
you
is the
can't.
third release version of Showtime Stage's software, right? Those are easier to come by than the more modern fourth version, oddly enough.
Although, yeah, it's all like crazy encrypted, DDR1. So most people just rip them out and put in a fake version. Cause like, why not? And then you can just add your own songs. Instead of modified PlayStation hardware, like... Anyway, files aren't the problem. I think it's the hard drive itself was damaged in the shipping, and if so, we might not be able to dance at all today. I'd have to order a new part. I'm sorry, there's so many games to get up and running, and I must have missed a ticking time bomb of a hardware failure.
Hey, it's cool. I don't need to get my groove on all the time.
Hey, Naomi, listen, about earlier.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm A, still cross with you about it, and B, got other more immediate problems. Right, we'll talk later then. Mm-hmm. She's not wrong. This is definitely an immediate problem. Showtime Stage is one of our flagship games. It's flashy, it's exciting, and chaos dance moves bring the crowd in. Getting it working for an opening day is priority. Taylor's expertise. If you know where you can get the files discreetly, what about the physical drive? Taylor, do you know where you could, pilfer one?
As a Showtime Stage community manager, of course, I cannot advocate third-party mods and official Showtime Stage hardware. But I could probably hook you up with a few friends in town who develop their own homebrew replacement hardware. I bet I could wrangle up something that'll keep us rolling for a few days while Naomi orders a true replacement part from corporate HQ in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd work. I bet I could doctor it to look official too, just in case.
I'll make some calls. You can count me on me. We'll have this running in an hour or two.
Fuck. That's rad. So it'll take a bit of time, but we'll get our stage back in working order. Good. Maybe we'll get through opening day without any major problems aside from this. Before I go, I spot a gamer who's been watching, super curious about what's going on. I just want to have seen this guy before.
Oh,
maybe
he's one of the discomfort guys from Deconomies.
But is he a spy, or is he converting? Is he scoping out a new place that might suit his needs better?
Ooh, no idea.
Hey, is Showtime Stage really host? For now, yes, but we'll have it fixed and up as soon as we can. Oh man, I wanted to get my groove on. It's a bummer. You know, I might know a guy who knows a guy who can get replacements super cheap. Or like, any game you want. Anything. As long as, don't ask too many questions.
I would say the top one.
Yeah. No reason to be mean or to lamp hit what's likely meant as an open invitation to do some crimes. I'm happy to see your enthusiasm for Arcade Spirits, but I think we can handle this. Sorry you can't play your favorite game right now, but it'll be fixed soon. The gamer chugs it off, not too offended. It's cool, just thought I'd offer. I dig this place. It's got a little bit of everything I like. I'll just come back later to see all the ladies with my hot style. Later. That was odd. As he fades back into the crowd, I decide to move on. Where should I visit next? I don't want to go to the restaurant. I'm scared of it. Near the center of the arcade, Ashley's showing off her new cosplay to Queen Bee. Wow! Hey! Just wow. She's been keeping a total surprise from us, working in secret. It's impressive stuff. It seems to have attracted the attention of a brand new customer, at least. Oh. Hey, look kid, a real in-the-life wild newbie.
Hiya.
Welcome to Arcade Spirits. We're so happy to have you join us for opening day.
Thank you. Child, yes, you, young one, tell Ari what you told us. That I've, never used a joystick before in my life. I mean, I've mostly been to Deco's Palace or played games on my phone, touchscreens and all that, that's all. I've never really been much of a gamer. Well, my friends are here today, so I was figuring I might try one out.
Whoa.
Never? Not even once played on a joystick? Can you believe it? Yeah, we've all been there. No point in faulting them for it now.
Aw, that's just too cute. To be young and innocent again.
It's the same
Yeah. The ghost that was on the,
on the screen, also
Yeah.
on the other guy.
yeah. And don't worry at all. Arcade Spirits is the right place to learn. We are a friendly, inviting sort of arcade. No mad skills required. Here, it's about having fun.
Oh yeah, and you know what's super fun? Learning how to play Fist of Discomfort. Trust me. Wanna go a few rounds? I'll even spot you some tokens. St. Queen's Peace Con. Ashley quickly tries to offer something else.
Or you can join me in a round or two of TNMT.
Oh, and I get a TMNT! I bet
That's like a
Hamza,
friendly, cooperative brawler game to ease you into things.
I bet Hamza's just like, here's every game you had.
Nope. No way.
Best way to learn is to jump headfirst into the deep end, I say. No regrets, just keep mashing buttons and moving that joystick. And when you're starting with the hottest title, you've got a built-in community to learn from right at your fingertips.
But turtles who are ninjas.
Looks like I might jump in and persuade this kid to choose a game. It looks like a deer trapped in the headlights, stuck in the crossfire.
Crosscast 5 is not a joystick.
That's true, but it could eat some into joysticks. Let's start you out right. 2 buttons, 1 stick, endless fun. Ashley, you want to show our new friend the majesty of mutants named after famous painters? Hannah Gadsby last night did a bit on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Apparently, Donatello is not a Renaissance artist, and it really bugs her. Like, you know, she's just doing a bit, you know, she's just talking about, like, stuff that bugs her that's not, not a big deal, just, like, irrational. She talked about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the, the Netflix one as well.
Oh, I do. Let's give it up to him. Conveniently bloodless robot ninjas and get shell shocked.
Okay, sure, lead the way. Newbie seems happy with their decision, even if it's just because they just play with Ashley, who's a bit less intimidating. Oh, bleep, I was looking forward to decimating that newbie quite a bit. In a good-natured way, of course. I'm still learning from my teammates in 4HK, and I'm eager to pass some
Alright, the
lessons on.
H.
Yeah. That's cute. Okay, I'm going back to beating the crap out of this, out of fodder, right. You have fun out there, okay? You've earned this day. From your blood, sweat, and tears. Hopefully more blood than sweat and tears, but you get the idea. Time for me to move on.
You have to go to the restaurant.
Yeah, Since we decided to open this new arcade in Nesta in time for the lunch rush, it's difficult to spot Gavin and Percy in the crowd. I managed to find them having sandwiches and chatting.
Tankard. Completely tankard.
Much
Hey.
obliged.
I'm glad for your little tip. I was ready to invest a good chunk of my pocketbook in that company. All my hard work would have tanked right alongside it. This is par for the course of my sibling snatch up technology companies. It's a pump and dump. In essence, they stir up excitement in the acquisition, then drop it once it gets called. I've never seen one of their endeavors bear fruit for very long, thanks to their short attendance bans. I'm glad I could save you the heartache.
Apologies.
No offense. I think I can handle a few accidental hot-headed puns without going to cardiac arrest, my good fellow. My good fellow.
Right, I guess they've got a lot in common too, huh?
But it's good to avoid a pothole on the road of finance, yes? Or to better the charities who eventually profit from my own loss.
I approached him and what there to be a natural lull in the conversation. Talk of finances in itself is quite a downer. So, stock market talk.
Oh, indeed.
I like to do my trades in the morning before I come to the arcade. Get all that bother over with so I can focus on Moopy. Afraid we're being astoundingly boring at the moment, Ari. Just two obviously gentlemen talking about finance.
That's fine. I'm adulting at 110% efficiency today. I'm starting a new business myself. I should probably learn about, like, how money works.
Oh, what would you like to know about? Put it top bottom.
Yeah. This never fits in with what I want to do.
No.
Ever. Not even once. I like to invest in our future. Think long term, you know? Surviving for many years to come rather than jumping at the easiest profit I can. Any tips?
A fine view to take. My own investments are preferably long term. Yes, I make moment-to-moment trades, but they're backed by the stability of a stock bedrock. Even after I'm gone, I expect many of those to cash out gradually. And I've hired a phalanx of lawyers to carry out my wishes over the next, 30 years.
Wow.
Gavin, how about I show you my portfolio? Give you some idea of how to build up a nest egg for the arcade spirits.
Thank you.
I'd be honored.
I'll let you two handle the fine details. The two sink deeper and deeper into conversation about currency exchanges, fiscal policy, tax rate changes, and I start to lose consciousness. I admire their passion, but there's only so much adulting I can handle in one day, and I need to reserve some for later. Suddenly I notice raised voices at a nearby table. Ghost again?
Yeah. The chick who's playing Moopy.
Hey, it is! It's not really an altercation or an incident yet, but they're talking a bit louder than the others.
Miss, I've run your credit card twice, and was declined twice.
Run it again! Run it again, I'm telling you! It was working just fine earlier. I got tokens using it. See? See these tokens? Sensing an opportunity to provide excellent customer service and forever prove my adulting chops, I step in to help. Hello, good morning, I'm the manager here. Can I be of some assistance? She looks awfully familiar. Have we met before?
What's up?
Hey, good to meet you. Love what you've done with the place. Just love it. But something's wrong with your credit card readers. My card's legit. I was using it earlier with no issues, but now it's all messed up and stuff. Can you help me? I can pay cash if I got it. I'm not trying to duck and run on you, but I'd really prefer to use a card.
I'd say Iris.
Yeah. Fortunately, I happen to have an expert in all things digital in my employ, and she can clear up your credit card problem nice and quick. Oh, Iris!
Iris online.
Sure thing. Miss, can you please swipe your card across my screen? This takes the customer by surprise. She hesitates briefly before doing as she thought. Right, you have an Iris. I remember that. Now processing. Please enjoy this recorded music.
Bad command or file name?
Huh. That's odd. It says your card was declined. Cancelled even.
No helping it.
I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding, but whatever. I've got cash. Plenty of cash. It's not a problem at all. I'll take care of this myself. Thanks for trying. That's it's gonna come up again.
Yeah.
She quickly goes about her business, using a fistful of ones of various bits of change to pay her way through. Seems a little eager to get out of here, actually. That's odd. Really odd. Might need to keep an eye on that one. But my matter settled. I wandered back. It's back to wandering the arcade. Where to next? Well, I can continue my wandering. Gavin pops up directly in my path.
Stop whatever you're doing and look towards the doors without making it look like you're looking for anyone in specific.
What? Okay, what am I pretending not to be looking for?
Miss Janine Defane.
I have no idea who that is.
Top arcade critic in the city. Her reviews can make or break the arcade easily.
Ooh.
I didn't think she'd be coming today, as normally some little independent arcade is beneath her interest, but apparently she made an exception. If you don't want to end up smeared across every website she writes for, I suggest you go play nice and share all the positives of arcade spirits.
Okay, I'm on it. Best foot forward.
She's the redhead near the entrance with the handbag. Best of luck.
I easily spot her thanks to Gavin's cues. Considering this morning lacked the usual chaos I experienced on my first day of the Funplex, I'd say we're off to a good start, and I'm sure the reviewer will appreciate that. Wearing my most professional smile, I stroll over to the entrance.
Oh.
Fuck.
Yep. Yep.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize we bricked the game in our first playthrough, in our first session.
Welp.
So, for anyone who wasn't here for when we did this, her precious kid was bullied by another kid, and we looked at the security footage, and
Her kid put a token in the wrong machine. The kid whose machine was in was like,
Hey, yeah.
I'll get up.
Yeah, I'll get up. You put the token and you come and play.
And then he ran off.
Yeah. It's like this kid stole from my precious kid.
Yeah.
You! I remember you! Oh no. Oh no. My dear, wonderful Josh had a miserable time in your arcade at that birthday party. You claimed my Josh was too stupid to know how coin slots work. Well, this arcade was fun while it lasted. Might as well burn it all down to ashes and build a new arcade on the ashes in 100 years from now after this blows over. I can try to defend myself. She holds up a hand to stop me. Now, while I seriously question the wisdom of allowing you to run an arcade, I would love nothing more than to give you 0 stars and walk away immediately. I am unfortunately committed to by ethical standards to say and properly review your establishment in a relatively unbiased fashion. So as unpleasant as this may be for both of us, I suggest we remain professional, even if you've dug yourself a rather deep hole to climb out of, in my view. Understood? Even if I wanted to go out on a trade or chore out, or I gotta think of the arcade, this isn't some random angry parent, not this time. It was like chewing ground glass, but I need to swallow my pride on this. Understood. Excellent. What I need from you now is to stay out of my way. No special treatment or consideration. I do observe your arcade as a disinterested outside party so that I can judge your facility and atmosphere. But rest assured, if I see some egregious mistake, I will bring it to your attention, pointedly. My readers, likewise, will become very aware of your shortcomings, do my best to support consumer activism, and that requires absolute honesty on any difficulties I observe. So until such time as I require you, I suggest we speak no further. Agreed? Sure. Fine. As you were then. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Not only does she hate us right off the bat, but I can't even leap to the defense of what we've built here without antagonizing our fervor. I'm meaning to talk with Gavin about how to save arcade spirits from an inevitable negative review. Nothing else I can do now but pray the arcade gods that everything from here on out goes perfectly. Once again, I wander the floor, but this time, well, it's all smiles and pleasantries on the outside. I'm left alone battling with my thoughts. Now more than ever, I need to present a perfect arcade. I throw a bug under a magnifying glass thanks to this new wrinkle, while I aim to be an absolutely majestic bug. A bug of bugs. A bug which knows no equals. We'll send this mist to fame packing with nothing but positive things to say. Besides, the morning wasn't too eventful. Who's to say the afternoon's gonna be a disaster?
It's gonna be a disaster.
Let's look at this match. The afternoon was a disaster. I knew I'd spoken too soon. The second I saw Gavin approach me with a triage of worry furrowing his brow.
Utterly ridiculous.
It shouldn't be possible for us to be out of nachos in the vending machines this fast, and yet we are. I have receipts for ordering exactly enough to fill the snack slot, and yet there are only 5 in there. A missed delivery, perhaps?
And now it's the least of our problems. Alright, we've got an electrical problem. 3 of the retro games have shorted out. I don't understand. I tested the power supplies, outright rebuilt a few of them. Now someone is seriously scuffing their sneakers and shocking the coin box. We're talking a failure somewhere in our electrical wiring. Holy shit, can you do that?
What?
If you scuff your sneakers and build up like a static shock and then hit the coin box.
Possibly.
Grounded. I mean, would you not just put a diode in there to stop that from flowing that way?
Dunno.
Calamity after catastrophe. They just keep piling up.
What?
All of the toilets stopped working. All of them.
Fuck.
I need to call a plumber fast, not the one that jumps on turtles.
There was any hope for a perfect opening.
What are we gonna do?
Hmm.
This doesn't make any sense.
Well.
I'm freaking out. I'll admit that. I'm freaking out. Maybe we should close down for the day. Iron out any wrinkles, try again tomorrow. We're hastily losing our grip on things. If I don't say anything, we may as well call it quits. I must refocus our energy. It's Deconomy.
Possibly.
All those kids.
Yeah.
And ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, we can, Look, I know you're all looking to me to be the leader here, but I'm not really the expert when it comes to any of this. I need your help. And you? I trust you. Each of you knows how to deal with problems like this. If you really dig deep and think about it, what do you think we should do? Group exchanges nervous glances, then thankfully stops to breathe. Think.
I'll become the plumber we need. I mean, not exactly, but I'll go and plunge and do what I can. We'll have to close down the bathrooms for now, but I'm sure we can convince one of our neighbors to loan us theirs, maybe. I'll check next door with them before I go to battle with our demonically possessed toilets. And while I'd say this vending machine issue is human error, I have enough faith in my own error checking to say this human is not responsible. I'll make some calls to our distributor to see where the chain broke down and see about ordering some quick replacement stock.
Mine's a bit more complex. I need to replace the fried power supplies, but I can't. But I can do that. I can do most of that today. Meanwhile, I'll put a feeler out to the indie arcade community online, see if I can get an electrician with arcade experience out here quickly. We may need to get back into online groups, and even if it means popping my head up in a crowd, I'll do it. Okay, good solutions, people. Good solutions.
I won't be able to work the floor while I'm taming a restroom. Aria, you good with covering for me? Things seem to be getting more intense as the day picks up.
You free focus on the tasks at hand. I may be the boss, but I was floor attendant originally. I can handle whatever arcade spirits throws at me. Got it?
Gotcha. But I'm changing out this fast. I don't want to get poo water all over this new mascot. Toodles.
I do love this mascot. Oh, like pixel hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we're like keeping this.
Yeah.
Also the fact that Ari just still wears a hoodie with no branding. I'm on it.
You can count on me.
I don't know if Naomi's put her argument behind her, or if she's just too focused on what's happening now to really linger on it. I know I'm too focused myself, even if I do have a lingering worry. With all three busy, that leaves me in charge of every problem. God damn it, it's contagious. You're the worst.
Yep, Lizzie, that is the Mario reference.
No problem. I engage for the rest of the afternoon. No way to tap out with someone to help me with these situations. I need to work fast. To hit every problem before it's too late. I can't leave any stones unturned for this time. No risk of letting something spiral out of control. I'm ready. I mean, I have to be. No choice. I'm freshly invigorated. I start my floor track. There are problems all around me, but what should I tackle first? The video wall keeps showing pictures of bunnies? This is definitely sabotage. Let's do this one first. As I hear the clanging bag of someone assaulting a cabinet, I see Percy holding up a finger to grab my attention. I motion for him to join me as he does.
Thank goodness. I tried to grab Ashley, but she was in a hurry, brandishing a plunger like it was some sword. There's so much going on right now.
What's happening?
Some hooligan's working his way down the retro games, yelling at them and smacking them around the joysticks like they're speed bags.
It's a speed bag.
No idea. I swear he was going to knock over a joust. That's just how hard he was shoving the cabinet.
Whoa!
People have been avoiding going near him ever since he started raging out. It's causing quite a scene.
I'll take care of it, Percy. Thanks.
Be careful, love. I don't like the looks of this one.
Placing a hand on my shoulder in solidarity before leaving. This happens more often than you'd think. Someone getting so mad at the game, I start smacking a cabinet around. Unlike pinball, which will go into tilt mode to punish you, the only justice to be found here is my justice. I am arcade law!
Yep.
Oh!
Ghost again.
You stupid bleeping piece of bleep game! I totally jumped over that bleeping barrel, bleeping stupid monkey and his bleeping barrels!
As Mario, as
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, yeah.
Even if, well, I'm a little less than either to bring a lot down on this guy. I'm in awe of the size of this lad. He probably eats up 6 whole hams for breakfast and benches pickup trucks for fun. I know my duty. I know what I must do. Right. You're done.
Oh, she's watching from the outside.
Get out of my arcade. We're finished here. Excuse me. Did I hear that right? Oh, good. Just what I need right now. From the corner of my eye, I spot Mr. Fame watching. I better stand firm. You heard me. I'm the manager here, and I reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. So bounce your ass out of the door before I have it bounced out by the cops. You little... But oddly, his attention is diverted to something or someone behind me. Only for a couple of seconds, but his whole demeanor changes after that. Fine. He sums off, deciding he'd rather have the last word than argue it further. I turn to see who or what exactly changed his mind with a sharp glance, but the crowd's too thick. Whoever or whatever it was is gone now. And Mr. Fame returns to the crowd without a comment, hopefully quietly approving of my law-bringing. Oh, it's odd, but I guess a win is a win. Now then, what problem to address next? Are you bleeping kidding me? Queen Bee casts a sharp glare at someone who's about to play the idle fist of discomfort machine she's guarding, dissuading them. Then looks down at her phone again, frantically keying in commands. Right, that's sorted out. What's going on?
What the
Some bleep tried to hijack my streaming account. I don't get it. Naomi and I put together these dinky mini computer stream game video ourselves. I made the security recommendations myself to avoid this sort of thing. Looks like a new experimental tech to allow fellas like me to walk up on a game and start streaming at a few holes. I stepped away for a few minutes to hit the bathroom, which is a disaster zone, by the way. I got an alert on my phone that someone tried to log into my account. I didn't count on my two-factor authentication, at least. Give me a sec.
What's up?
Very dizzy.
Ah.
I think there's just too much speaking with not enough breathing.
Breathing helps.
I don't know. I'm not sure that we need to breathe. Maybe we're just addicted.
Just for funny games. If you need to call it quits, we can call it quits.
No, I just need a minute to, breathe.
Okay.
I'm not gonna, pass out or anything. Let's put some water in my body, though.
Water is good.
I'll admit, I'm not silicon literate enough to know how the streaming rig Ghost 2 came up with worked. I just allocated some R&D funding for them to make it happen. The specifics are beyond me. Apparently this trouble's drawn attention of ever-watchful Mr. Fame. Wonderful. At least I knew before making choices this time. Okay, Naomi's busy fixing up power supplies, but grab her and ask her to turn off the streaming add-on for now, just until we sort this out. Great, just great. That's a day of streaming down the drain. But it beats leaving a security hall wide open. We'll figure this out later. With Naomi busy and Ashley battling toilets, I've only one option to turn to for technological assistance. Iris, can you check out the security camera footage? See who's messed with the fist of discomfort machines while Queen Bee wasn't looking. Maybe that'll help.
Iris, online.
Alrighty on it. I've been analyzing the video feeds ever since she mentioned hacking was afoot. Nobody hacks my friends and gets away with it. It looks like the next person to approach the machines was a tall man with blue sunglasses. You think he did it? He accessed the USB slot streamers used to log into our new tech, but wasn't streaming anything or even playing the game. He just plugged in a small device, waited, and then left. From the access logs, I'd say he's our culprit. I'm on it. Thanks, Iris.
Yep, all the ghosts.
It doesn't take long to track this guy down. For starters, it's his rather unique fashion sense. He's plugging into a number of our streamer-friendly games without playing it is an extremely obvious tell. Kinda hard to give him the benefit of a doubt or even a second chance. He clearly broke the rules of the arcade. Well, he looks like the sort who could break me if I break news to him badly. I should choose my words wisely, ones that involve me staying in one piece. No sense in letting this guy off the hook. We need to keep it simple and clean. Sir, I'm the manager of this arcade and I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Now. Immediately, he straightens up, looking large over me in rather threatening fashion. I'm sorry, what was that? Manager, you're telling me to leave? You heard me. At first I think he's gonna bounce me out the door instead of bouncing himself, but if a growly backs down, fine, it's your call, buddy. Yours alone. I walked right out the door without another word. I left in a state of utter confusion as our exchange. That seems suspiciously easy, but a win is a win. I mean, I would have called the police before alerting him. Like, hey, there's someone straight up hacking. It's like super illegal. But a win is a win. You know. And the police do exist for the to keep corporations safe. But a win is a win. With that in the back, I quickly look around to see if there are any other nearby problems I can address. The retro television-based video wall was an idea I came up with during renovations. Naomi runs the whole thing off a cheap mini computer too. It's a Raspberry Pi. Practical and inexpensive, and it gives just the perfect amount of flair. I'm pretty proud of it up until this moment. For some reason, it's showing a nature documentary about cute and fluffy bunnies instead of retro music videos and arcade high scores. Not that bunnies are a bad thing necessarily. There's so many worse things that could be playing, but still, not playing what I want it to play. Something's amiss. I'm hunting around for the remote control we keep at the prize deck. Teo approaches.
Bunnies, huh?
Yeah, bunnies.
Interesting choice, Ari.
Not my choice, Teo. I'll have it fixed in a moment.
Okay, cool. I was wondering if we suddenly experience the paradigm shift in the arcade theming or something. The bunnies are really cute, though.
Grabbing the remote, I flick it back to channel 3, which should take the video feed from Naomi's system, and I'll flip it back to the bunnies on channel 5 a few seconds later.
Persistent, aren't they? Almost like rabbits themselves.
So I click back to channel 3. And nope, once again it reverts back to 5. Someone else has gotten my remote. Okay, clearly we're dealing with a monster hacker, one who can modify Naomi's system despite having no physical access to it. Individual capable of truly hacking the planet.
Yeah. Or it's a prankster with a universal TV remote. I've got one of those myself. Helps me turn off overly loud TVs in bars which drown out the beats of whatever game I'm playing. Not that I would ever do that, mind you, just in case. But with great power comes great responsibility, and clearly whoever's forcing us to watch this lacks the latter. How about I go subtly check the crowd and see if anyone's got a clear line of sight and is pointing a gadget at the video wall every time you change it.
I'm stopped for help, so I'm not going to deny Teo's offer. Sure, go for it. The war for remote control continues for another minute, back and forth from music videos to documentaries about rabbits. And now it's showing them mating. Which I'm seriously hoping does not count as pornography, or it'll be another black mark against us with a certain arcade critic. It's only been a few minutes, but it feels like an eternity of copulating lagomorphs before Teo returns.
Found him! Orange jacket, standing near the pinball section.
Thanks, Teo.
No worries, anything for you, Ari.
I roll up my sleeves on my hoodie, ready to put an end to this. Wait a minute, isn't that the arcade newbie from Murby earlier? I don't seem like a troublemaker at the time. What's going on here? Nope, it's definitely this kid. I can see the tiny plastic gadget in his hand briefly before they pocket it. Perhaps noticing my approach, the teenager rolls stealth and gets a natural 1, resulting in an awkward and obvious attempt at looking like an unimportant part of the crowd. Hey. Didn't do anything! I mean, hi, good to see you again. What's up? How are things? Given this living bundle of nervousness, I'm not sure how I feel about coming down like a ton of bricks on a parquet, but rules are rules, right? I feel like I'm gonna have to be consistent, right?
He's one of Dekonami's kids.
Huh?
One of Dekonami's crew.
Yeah. But I just want to be consistent here in the classroom. Well, so maybe jumpy and twitchy stuff. The rules are the rules. I need to play fair. I'm afraid I need to ask you to leave the arcade. What? Why? You know why. You're deliberately interfering with our video systems. Management reserves the right to refuse service to anyone breaking the rules. You need to go. Perhaps she's gonna be mad at me. Before we can ask what that meant, they're gone, hurrying through the crowd and out the door. What's going on here? Shaking my head. Oh, maybe they're hers.
Yeah, could be.
Shaking my head, I return to looking for other trouble spots. Before I can continue my quest to purge my arcade of evildoers, I'm interrupted by an onslaught of my hardworking staff.
I knew it, Ari, about a missing inventory.
Oh,
Wait till I get my hands on whoever did this. I found the electrical problems, Ari.
Sabotage! Sabotage and treason! Enemy agent walks amongst us!
Okay, so I have some insight as to what's causing these messes, but it's chaotic jumble right now. One at a time, please.
Our suspicious low snack inventory was, indeed, not human error. The delivery truck never arrived here. It was routed to a garbage dump due to computer error, or as I suspect, malfeasance.
And malfeasance explains our electrical problems too. Remember my joke about someone scuffing their feet and choking with coin boxes? Nope, that's actually what happened, an external shock, not a grid failure. Someone's got a battery or some other shock prod and was using it to crash games.
Must be the same someone who flushed a bunch of wadded up paper towels and firecrackers down the toilets.
Fuck.
It's a war zone in there. I was able to dredge out one super gross chunk of it, but we need a professional plumber to get the rest.
This all sounded way too suspicious to be random acts of hooliganism, and it also ties into what I've been handling on the floor. I've already had to deal with pranksters all afternoon too. I even had to kick a few of them out the door. I'm so busy playing firefighter, running from place to place with a leaky bucket that I haven't been able to put the pieces together. But now it's clear and I know what I must do. Good work, everyone. I'm proud of you. The job's not finished yet. Gavin, order up a replacement inventory. Ashley, find a plumber, the best we can afford. Naomi, finish up replacing the fried power supplies. As for me, I'm gonna have a word with our miscreant.
You know who to blame for this mess?
I've got a pretty strong suspicion.
Go get him, Ari!
And with a nod of solidarity, all of us split up, each on our own mission to thwart the ne'er-do-wells. Everything's going wrong all over the place, ruining my perfect opening day plans, and someone has to pay for this. My friends are counting on me to lead, to be the responsible one. I can't voice this off onto Gavin like I might have done at the Funplex. Finding my quarry isn't particularly difficult. She's been in the background the whole time, watching and waiting as I run across trying to put a lid on the mayhem. Her eyes study me as I approach, grinning ear to ear.
Hiya. Hi. Hello there. Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I can't say I understand the why, but at least I know the who. The matching fashion style was a pretty big clue.
I guess a formal introduction's in order. Yeah, okay. The name's Sue. Natural-born leader. Hacker extraordinaire. And leader of the Ghost Monsters. The hottest gang on these streets. Pleased to meet ya.
She playfully curtsies, her wicked smile never ceasing.
And yeah, I guess my friends were a little wild and crazy, leaning a bit heavy on the pranks. But I gotta say, that was pretty harsh, kicking them all out. Even poor little Clyde.
Are they named after the ghosts?
Yeah.
From Pac-Man?
That's cold. That's super cold. Let me make it up to you, okay?
Sue steps back and taps the button on her smartwatch.
Yeah, they're all the same colors.
Pinky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde!
Yeah.
Even the ones I told. From the crowd of gamers, her whole gang assembled. Even the ones I told to get lost. Just all of them.
Yep.
Gang? Gang, this is... What's your name again? Miss Cater. Gang, this is Ari. This is Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. Now then. Fucking called it. She turns to face her ghost monsters. You are all very, very naughty, and I say they're all owed an apology. A big fat I'm sorry from each of you. Don't you agree? Each of them mumbled out a semi-coherent, semi-sincere apology. Yeah, whatever. Sorry. Real sorry. Gosh, I'm so sorry, Skater. I'm sorry. When they finish, Sue faces me once
There.
again.
Everybody's sorry, which means everybody's forgiven, correct? Because, and this is me being real with you, I like this arcade. I really do. It beats the crap out of Deco's Palace, that's for sure. I can easily see this being our new home, you know? I admire what you've done with the place. It's totally awesome, and I'm really looking forward to coming back. Again and again.
I hope we can use them in our fight against Deco.
I definitely don't want to end our first day here on a sour note. No. I'm so glad we can communicate like adults. Apologize for being naughty and move on. Now, okay, we may still ruffle a few feathers while we're here, but that's cool, right? I'm sure you understand that it's all fun and games. Nothing personal. So, what do you say, friend? All's forgiven?
I paused, taking in everything Sue rambled on about. Let me get this straight. We scare our customers, mess with our television sets, smash up and short-circuit our games, clog our toilets, redirect our mail orders, come back here after I explicitly told you to get lost, to hijack Queen Bee's streaming account, and you want me to smile and let you come back tomorrow? My words barely phase her, that grin still lingering. Yep, yeah, sounds about right. I love this arcade, and I think we could be great friends. What do you say, partner? Waiting for my response, she holds out a fist bump. Look, I'm sure you're all good kids at heart, but if I let you hang around here and just cause more problems, it's no good for any of it. If you sincerely love Arcade Spirits, you'll understand I can't let you ruffle feathers, as you put it. I need to make sure everyone's having a good time. Well, yeah, I mean, I get that. Right. So I might be willing to offer you another chance if you promise me you'll follow the rules from now on. It's the best I can do, okay?
No helping it.
Well, I'd like to work with you here, really, but promise is kind of a steep ask. Something's wrong. I'm a pretty empathetic sort of person. I can tell when someone's being legit with me, and she's clearly genuine about wanting to come back, but seems conflicted. How hard is it to not hack machines and run wild? Why would that be a problem? Okay, see, normally I'd give you my word. Word is bond, but well, no ifs and or buts. I need your word if I'm gonna rebuild trust with you. We don't need to have to get the police involved here. We can keep this between us, right? Sue raises an eyebrow at that.
Whoa, put the brakes on. Bad idea, friend. Really bad idea. You don't want to even think about getting the cops involved in this. No. Because, and this is me being honest with you because we're on such good terms, it won't do you any good. We'll be out and back on the streets within a day. We've got friends in high places. We don't sell drugs or weapons. We sell information. And information, as a currency, is far more valuable than what other gangs trade in. So if we're doing this, we don't involve the pigs. Any problems, you come to me direct. That's my rule. Break that rule. And, well, you don't want to see what I can do with the push of a single button.
So now you're threatening me?
I'm just telling you how it is. What you do now is entirely up to you.
Before she can continue her tirade, we're rudely interrupted. Jesus Christ!
Oi, Sue, the hell you think you're doing here?
The fake tension that surrounds us melts away, redirected to the new challenger. All eyes glare towards them. Oh, great. Okay, Ari, hold that thought. I got business to attend to.
Damn right you do. Ghost monsters don't operate south of 23rd Street. You damn well know this is lovely chainsaw territory. Get lost or get tossed.
If I wasn't confused before, I sure as heck am now. All I can do is watch this unfold before me. With a clap, Sue summons her buddies to her side. I'm sorry, self-replied. I don't recall signing any non-compete agreement with you, darlings.
Ghost monsters for life!
Oh, ghost monsters. This locker room gossip queen is disrespecting your fearless leader. What do you say to that? Nobody disrespects Sue on my watch. Nobody. Yeah, I ain't scared to hit a check. I'm an equal opportunity social maladjusted individual. Think you got your answers, ladies? Now then. Well, let's rumble! Well, to their credit, they didn't throw the first punch. But we're talking Han didn't shoot first level of moral high ground there. Immediately, the ghost monsters and a lovely chainsaw are each at each other's throats, grappling, punching, and shoving each other. A baseball bat gets swung and clangs off the side of a racing game. Soda cans are thrown, someone uproots a chair near the snack machines, it goes flying too. Chaos, complete and uproot chaos, and it needs to stop now. Iris! Already calling the cops, Ari! As for me, supposed to be perfect. It was supposed to be everything I could to make Arcade Spirits a success. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. But I can't stand here lamenting that fact. I can stand here lamenting that fact, or I can do something about it. I choose the latter. Priority 1, get the customers the hell out of here. Gavin and Ashley are already on that. I join in, trying to funnel the panicked crowd out of the kids and gamers out of the door and away from the carnage. This way, hurry!
In orderly fashion, please. Out, everybody, out!
The fight spills into the restaurant area. Fortunately, well after everyone eating there had bailed out of the place. This adds greasy french fries to the mix of crap being thrown through the air on the opposing side of the gang war. Damn it!
No, damn it, I'm not letting that bleed get away with this!
Until now, it's been the world's slappiest barroom brawl. Teenagers fighting at each other wildly, generally wrecking the scene rather than each other. But now, she's pulled out a gun. What the fuck?! Not some arcade light gun, but a real shooting and killing gun. This isn't happening. This cannot be happening. But this is 100% happening. The leader of Lovely Chainsaw Gang raises her weapon and takes aim at Sue, trying to end this. But her target is conveniently tucked behind Mr. Hum and Teo. If I don't do something, someone's gonna get seriously hurt. My mind races. If everything is indeed in ruins, I have one chance to make this right. One chance to do something good in the midst of all this chaos. Time slows for an instant, like I'm trapped in a dream state. Pure instinct takes over, and I start running towards them. Fuck!
Who are you gonna die for?
I'm diving for... I don't want to die for anyone. I don't know. I mean, Sue's the one that they're actually shooting for.
Yes. But they might miss Nateo or Mr. Fane. Who of these three do you actually care about?
Tail. Oh, it would be good to have Sue as one.
You're watching hospital.
Huh?
Western Hospital for gut shot.
Yeah. You know, for like... Yeah, I'm protecting Tail. Get down! It's the same... Oh, fuck. This is really serious.
I think it matters who you save. I think you get shot either way.
Yeah, I don't think there was actually going to be a shot. I thought it was going to be a...
You have to click.
Ari, why? Holy shit! What did you do?
I was aiming for Sue.
Pigs! Run for it! Stay cool and wipe the footage first. Do it.
Stay with us, Ari. Stay with us. Help us on the way.
I just wanted to make a dream for everyone to enjoy. That's all. Why is that so wrong? Is that what you would have done? Is that what you did do for all of us? But I guess no good deed goes unpunished, huh? The Cater family curse.
You've a strong spirit here. You'll get through this, I know you will. But for now, you best wake up. There's still more to be done.
Hey. Slowly, very slowly, I open my eyes. The soft bleeping of medical monitoring greets me, as well as an angel in white. Well, an angel in a white lab coat. Always no heavenly being, they do appear to be my doctor, armed with nothing more than a clipboard. I'm still a little hazy as they briefly explain the situation. Thanks to my wild theatrics, I startled the shooter enough that her bullet missed its intended target, and indeed, it went into my leg. Which hurts like bleep, but apparently resulted in a surprisingly clean shot that I'll recover from in a few weeks easily. 2 days in the hospital, a week or two on crutches, I'm limping, and I'll be back in 100%. More importantly, nobody died. I can live with this momentary pain if someone else gets to live, period. So, could have been better, could have been worse. The doctors haven't given me the report, at least to treat their other patients, but before they do, they inform me that I have a visitor. At least that's a plus side, I just wonder who it is. Aww. When I look over to see who it is, I see Naomi standing there with tears streaming down her face. She rushes over to my side, embracing me in a hug.
Oh my, I was so scared.
Naomi, I'll be fine. It's like a Hollywood gunshot. I'll walk it off. Okay, a little larger than usual Hollywood gunshot. But the doctor says I'll be fine in a month or so. No big deal. Trying to downplay the seriousness of it all does nothing to placate Naomi's frustration.
It is a big deal. How could you just toss your life away like that, jumping in front of a gun? How could you?
They were the only options! I'm sorry!
How could you try to protect people from harm? I can't criticize you for that. I just got so scared when I saw you bleeding on the floor. I mean, just hours before that, I was mad at you over a penguin statue of all things. It feels so silly in hindsight. The last thing I'd ever said to you was anger.
Of course not. She's replaced her early anger with self-resentment. Not exactly an improvement. I offer her a gentle smile and take her hand. I admire you, Naomi. You stood up for what you believed in the morning. Right or wrong doesn't matter. Angry words don't matter. What matters is your spirit. I'm never gonna hate you for speaking your mind. And while we cannot always agree on everything, arguments happen, and I won't tear us apart. Whatever. I promise you that. Even when I'm yelling at you about a silly penguin? Well, I can't say I'd enjoy you being yelled at about a silly penguin, but I don't think it's gonna make me abandon ship either. Naomi sighs and wipes away some tears. I can be very opinionated, let's say, but that doesn't mean I need to yell. It doesn't mean I need to be angry. I can stand up for myself without throwing a fit. I guess people in love argue from time to time. It's normal, but next time I'll try to do it without the fireworks. And I'll promise the same thing in turn. As long as we remember that we love each other, no matter what, we can talk through any problem. It's gonna take a lot more than a little shouting about a penguin to make me break up with you, Ari. I think you're stuck with me for a long, long time. And I trust you to protect my dream, even when you have to protect me from myself. I hate having to pull you back from that dream, though. You're not. You're helping me be realistic about things. Miss Francine was a dreamer, but she also tried to be realistic. I should aspire to be more like her. I guess I just freaked out a little when Gavin stepped in and stuck to my idea. Obviously, he doesn't care about my dream the way you do. And we're back to the Gavin versus Naomi rivalry. When I was only floor attendant, it wasn't really my responsibility to sort that one out. But as the new boss, I think it's time to try and put this one to bed. I think this might be the first time smiley face is the right answer. Wow. Oh, definitely. I mean, just the other day, I saw him howl at the moon transform into a great and terrible beast and eat a few villagers. Also, I think I saw him draw a pentagram in the break room and consult with the adversary, the great beast of the pit, the fervor of lies. Naomi, look, he's just a dude, a human like you or me. I think today's proof that all humans can make mistakes, even when their intentions are pure, right? Can I have another antacid?
Antacid?
I'm gonna need some new insights.
Have you talked to doctor about heartburn?
Oh, you need a new doctor.
Well, that's you to deal with the problem, not me.
That's a what?
That's a you to deal with problem, not me.
Yeah,
I can come with you, but
I got some, recommendations.
Yes.
Careful, Louis. Well, yeah, I mean, I understand, but... No buts. Gavin isn't trying to destroy the arcade. He wants to save it. You can see now why he was worried about the statue, yeah? You felt bad when you thought you'd lost me after a nasty argument. Gavin feels bad all the time when he makes decisions he knows will hurt us, all while trying to help us. Can you try and get along better with him, please? Try to understand him, instead of falling back on assuming he's a villain. Okay. For you, I can try. I'd like to avoid something like this happening again. I want us all to get along, honest, all of us. And speak of the devil of arcade spirits arrives.
Apologies.
Am I interrupting? I just want to be certain Ariel's well.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. All of us. But Ari could probably use some rest at this point. Gavin, how about we go rid the stack machines and talk?
Talk? What about?
You know, stuff. And things. I feel like we never actually sit down and talk, you and I. Naomi offers me a quick, but very careful, hug before leading a confused Gavin out the door. Hopefully they'll find some common ground. It'd be nice for something positive to come out of this mess that was our opening day. Seeing the person I care for most was certainly a boon to my spirit. Now if I could only do something about the food here. With my hot cup, my body finally tells me it's exhausted. I snuggle into the covers and a yawn escapes me. Just as I'm about to roll over and drift to sleep, another visitor drops in. Who do you think? Percy?
Juniper?
Juniper. It's likely well past visiting hours, but with no small amount of both dread and relief, I'm glad to see her.
Oh.
Ooh! Miss Cater, a word, if you will. I try to straighten myself up from my pillow backrest. Time to put on my professional front, even if I'm in excruciating pain. Okay, I should start by explaining that what happened today isn't exactly indicative of... I should hope it was! It's hard to disguise the disbelief in my face. What? It seems I've misjudged your character, based on an initial unpleasant interaction, but I want to say what I saw today. Clearly, you are no fool, nor a coward. I let my need to protect my family override my better judgment. How absurd to paint everything you've built in arcade spirits with that brush, all over one such a small matter. I saw you selflessly throw yourself in front of that bullet. You didn't have to do that. You chose to do that. I did have to do that.
Yeah.
It's indicative of someone who isn't simply in this for the money, as so many in the industry are. You protect your friends and co-workers. That's an admirable act of heroism, and one I'll not soon forget. I suppose I've become a bit jaded from all these eager to cash in on the arcade scene, and the large-scale arcades I have to review tend to be very impersonal and cold. So you're impressed with our arcade? Well, let's not go that far. I can't say I was thrilled with the amount of mayhem and disaster going on even before gang war broke out, but I will also say I've only ever seen that amount of mayhem and disaster once before. It's highly unusual, to say the least. The last time I reviewed a small up-and-coming arcade similar to yours, everything went wrong. Everything? I wrote my review in an honest fashion, and as a result of my scathing pen, the place was sold and closed down within a month. Sold to a notable figure in the industry. Wait, you don't mean... Yes, Dekonami. Such is the fate of any arcade which dares stand up to him. Your prior business, the Funplex, only escaped being devoured by being far too small to be worthwhile. Sadly, your enthusiasm may have put it in his crosshairs, and if you cannot tidy up your reputation after today's affairs, Arcade Spirits will be next. Again and again, torn down by Dekonami. Oh, we're switched now.
Yeah.
This time I didn't even have to lift a finger, but purely by coincidence, the ghost monsters wrecked everything before I could even exact any revenge. Not sure about that, but okay. All I have to do is swoop in and buy out what's left of our dreams. However, I've come to a decision. Given I was first-hand witness to your troubles, which was clearly not your fault, and given your willingness to put even your own life on the line for your arcade, I'm going to tell my editor I need more time, that I want to return in 1 week to give a more accurate and mature overview of your operation. 1 week is the best I can offer you. This is a difficult hole to climb out of, Miss Cater. Even aside from early troubles, having a gang fight and a shooting transpire in an arcade. Well, the press will feed on this one, even if I was the only press present and accounted for. They'll dig in and speculate, and they'll chew on your bones. If your arcade survives that initial onslaught, I hope to write a proper review which can lay those concerns to rest. But I'll offer you no more second chances, no more reasonable doubts. Best foot forward when I return, or my readers will know the truth. You understand? Understood. Then I'll leave you to your recuperation. With a curt nod, she turns and leaves the room, leaving me with my thoughts. 1 week. I've got exactly 1 week to completely rebuild our reputation and clear the good name of Arcade Spirits. Otherwise, it's game over for all of us. You cleared level 7 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is
finally
you.
get ready to go.
Now let's see your score.
Are you gonna finish it, or are you gonna?
Here you go, finish here. I think
Okay.
that leaves about one exact chapter
Sure.
left. You have proven to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've got 23,850 points. Woohoo! And now let's have one last pizza fact. Yeah, here we go. 62% of Americans prefer meat toppings on their pizza, while 38% prefer vegetarian. Everybody loves different kinds of pizza. And that's a beautiful thing. Well, that is 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to save your game before providing two? Drumroll, please. The final level.
Cool.
Kill screen. Alright. One chapter left. Which will be on Wednesday.
If you want to do it Wednesday, your choice.
It is sooner.
It's your choice. Wednesday is now free.
Yeah, let's do the Wednesday.
Okay.
Put it into the thing, so if people want to watch and see the final part, which I'm super excited for.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to edit if I don't come back home.
Oh yeah, I'm time to edit if we stop now.
Yes.
It is in 2 parts.
That's fine.
Okay, so, yeah, thanks for watching. This game is super, super rad. I'm gonna do a write-up on it when I'm done. Either it's like a Twitter thing, or, I don't know, I should probably start a blog.
Probably start tweeting. I should have tweeted about Honey Gatsby last night, for example.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I had a wonderful time with this game, and I'm really excited to see the final part. And also, I'm gonna keep an eye out on these people and play whatever else they make.
Go to your bathroom. I'll see you next time in stream, chat, all that.
So thanks for watching. And yeah, I hope you guys are as excited for the final part as I am. See you on Wednesday for that. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow is Yakuza Weekend. Which apparently is ending up of the end of real estate. And then same again on Sunday. What else? I think that's about all. Thanks for watching. Really enjoying this. See y'all later.